Hello and welcome to Tales Dra'ih, a storytelling game that has gotten darker and, well, first it started off pretty, lighthearted, I guess, and then it got a little dark, old fairy's tale, Cinderella chopped off my foot to get into the glass slipper, and then it got a little darker, and then it got a little lighthearted again, and it's been through a kind of like a roller coaster, but now we're going to a really dark area. If you haven't checked out the last episodes, definitely recommend that you check them out. We are going through what looks to be a vampire sickness at this point. And it is not, if you thought Strahd was bad, well...
Scrod?
Strahd.
Scrod. He's a scrode.
Strahd was at least stuck in his
Road
own
Fawn
rotation.
Saradic.
Oh my gosh. He was stuck in his own rotation of human mastermind playground situation. This unfortunate shithead is not encaged and is free to roam and do whatever he pleases at any point in time. Well, that is if our players do something about it. We have a lot to review, but if you haven't checked out the last episodes, I definitely recommend that to get the more details, definitely check out the previous episodes from this one. You'll really like it. If you're into the darker storylines and the revenge feeling. So let's go ahead. We'll go around the table, let everyone introduce themselves, where we can find them, and they'll tell you a little bit of what happened with their character last week so you can catch up and drop into the episode. Let's start off with Bandgap. Tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, and what happened with Leaf last episode.
Bandgap 143 on Blue Sky these days, and let's see, Leif the Elf Ranger, fighter, multi-class. So I'm just trying to figure out well, after Quinn, left our campsite and the enclosure, the protective enclosure that they created, they screamed out in the darkness, and Leif and Brutus went to just go be present, like they didn't have to tell us all what was going on. We just wanted to make sure that they were okay and that they knew we were there. And so we went and hung out a little bit, and I think actually came along and wanted to. I'll let tell their story, but yeah. Then we spent some time popping candies, and Leif was just kind of watching all the fun. Bruce and I were just eating some candy, some candy, just some regular candy, not the space candy.
That's what the kid's calling it.
Yeah. So that was basically it. And I think we were all playing out the consequences of all of the candy that happened. So.
That's right. I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
I forgot about the candy until you said that.
Right.
Oh yeah, someone's got wings. It was here for a while.
That was like the second half of the episode.
Yeah, we ran that pretty long.
You sure did.
Erm has wings, but the Red Bull wings that do not make you fly.
And then I think didn't Slate get the actual wings?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I won't tell until my recap.
You're right. All right, Rishi.
Wow.
I mean,
Tell
nothing.
us all
Don't
about
worry about
yourself,
it.
how we
Wow.
can find you, and
Tell
what
us-
happened with Quinn.
Well, let's talk about Stealing Thunder now. Whoa.
Okay.
Hello, I'm the Maharishi and all the Twitchers and the Twitches. Clog and the Corporate Machine by day, and at night you can find me playing Dungeons and Dragons here on this channel. I also run a couple of little home games some people might know of. We don't stream those. Anyway, last time, yes, we were. Quinn has many things to deal with. The sudden loss of his mother is the unconfirmed but pretty much confirmed loss is sealing what Quinn feels to be as their fate, and this was always going to be his destiny. And some people seem to think that that's just not gonna do. So we're gonna probably have a lot of talk about bodily autonomy and the rights of people to live their lives as they see fit. And let's see how the characters play at it. And then, yeah, the half of the episode was me giving out candy like a dealer. Not charging anyone, just passing out dope. Like, I found a bag of old pills. Anybody want to just
Here's a blue
have
one.
a potion roulette here?
And
Hold
for
on,
those who
there's a
don't
pink one
know
in here
and
somewhere.
didn't see Once Upon a Leap last week, Maury just got a bag of candy of the same candy dropped on
I
her.
think I was awake for that.
Oh,
No.
She is so excited. She has no idea. She felt only fair.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
So I thought I would share the candy love. They did get an item, so they deserve to be there.
It was on the wheel. That's why I was still awake. Very good.
All right.
didn't see that. Yes,
We got to
continue.
check it out. Sparrow, tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, and what happened with Tia last session.
Oh yes, I'm Sparrow. You can find me here on Monday nights and sometimes on Friday nights. You can also find me constantly in the chat from Voice of the Baltic Star, and on Itch under the same name, Sparrow71. I play Tia, who is a full elf. She's a Wynaught, wild magic sorcerer, and last session, it's just a very intense. Like, it's so hard to watch someone grieve so intensely when you have that same grief in you, you know, like terrible things have been happening left and right to her. So, and she's been kind of like taking an emotion vacation on this adventure because nothing, the whole world changes from like moment to moment. So it's very distracting and good, but no, now, it's pretty intense. She may have been a little abrupt, but her and Fan went out to get some firewood because, you know, they have to be useful. I mean, everyone is doing something and she doesn't want to intrude, but she also wants to know what's going on. And really, she did have something to say as a woman, business, and also who cares about other people sometimes when it's maybe not necessarily a benefit to her, but like in an indirect sort of community benefit kind of thing, you know. There's a woman of great power who should be returned to that, and can't just put her in a closet till we get there. So they kind of had a heart-to-heart, not as tenderly as Tia might have like wished, but she's a little off her game lately, you know. All kinds of things.
I just want to know why there is 3 healers at this table, effectively, and no one took Quinn's third hand that they had and given it to her. For shame! All of you.
I think we said something about that, and then
Nope.
the answer was no.
Nope. Quinn didn't even offer her hand.
What, you mean the hand? My trophy hand?
No, you know. I think everyone understands where that puzzle piece.
We
could
did
have
eat candy. That's right. Tia was ready for candy
Uh-oh.
and cuddles.
I don't know what you were referring to.
When you were threatening your hand a long time ago, it's already passed though. When you were like,
I
you're
know.
like, you made a wish, and you're like, I want my hand back, and you got your hand, and then you're like, you threatened your lich hand. Listen here, if you don't behave, I'm going to replace you. And then Sarah's just sitting there like, they could really use a hand. I could really use like one hand for some magic spells.
Rishi, the player, really quite forgot about that. But
It was beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's
Quinn-
I thought-
cool. Well, but still, it's a lich arm. I mean,
no, your old hand. You got your old hand back.
oh,
Remember
my
you
old
made
one.
a wish.
You have
And then I think
like
you
a
decided to
hunk of
keep
meat
your
in a
hand.
bag.
Right. That's right. I have a meat, but it's probably spoiled by now anyway.
Oh no, it's definitely spoiled. I don't know why you kept it.
Yeah.
It's gross now.
Wow. Because
Yeah,
I knew,
like you
I
didn't
knew
even try to
Brutus
put the
needed
back
a
to the holding.
snack.
Like, you
I
deserve.
was literally bringing up as a DM this late in the game because now you can't do anything with it. But it was pretty funny.
Right. Well. Da. Who's next?
Haniki Tony, don't slow by yourself where we can find you.
Little old me, you can find
In
me under
bed.
the handle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Nikitoni, you can find me Twitter. No, you can't really. I'm there, but not really. Blue Sky, I'm there, but okay. Twitch, where I'll be streaming coming up soon. Let me make sure I pronounce this game right because it's very important to me. The 100 Line, The Last Defense Academy. This is a game made by the people who make the Danganronpa as well as other cool visual novels. This is their big project. I'm going to support and shout it out because I feel like these people are trying to do a good thing. I'm going to do it. Yeah, you'll probably see me streaming that this weekend. I'll let you know. I play Slate for some reason, the Earth Genasi Barbarian Paladin. After a brief little stint of hearing screams and whatnot, Slate decided to stay back with Fernando's fiance to, one, prepare the camp, but two, we just dig a little bit into what is going on with this person. And it turned to a bit of a heart to heart, and then Slate kind of going introspective for a bit. Outside that, took some candies. I grew a real pair of wings and helped our fantastic cleric fly for a bit, and avoid seeing a certain. Huh? What's the laughing? What's the laughing for?
Nothing. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay.
I am remembering in delight.
There you go. And and help to avoid any shenanigans on the ground, and I'll leave it at that.
All right. Shenanigans indeed.
Ground shenanigans, the best kind.
There was quite the show, but you'll find about
I
that.
should put a little bit of mutton, very lean.
They're so perky. I love them.
Oh my. All right. Well,
He
clearly
said to Blade.
I'm sure that someone will be able to explain the show. Slicklick, tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, what happened with Fernandra last session.
Slicklick, you can find me here Mondays playing Fernandra, the Yuan-Ti Rogue. Last session, Fernandra went with Tia to try to find some sticks or anything of the sort, and ended up having a heart-to-heart, and did not really find anything other than a brambleweed. And
Sure.
so we came back and failure, and then ate some wild magic candies, and
Some bugs.
one of them that Sarah, his fiance, ate, ended up with her casting a minor illusion of him naked in front of everybody.
That's right. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then he proceeded to bury himself in the sand. No.
I just imagine like the minor illusion was like flexing and stuff like that, and like slithering slowly, like to do like a sexual snake-like dance, and everyone.
Trying to hold in their gut.
I think
Because,
I
that
think I
big
remember
egg
Quinn
they
making
just
a
swallowed.
comment about how ripped it was.
Listen.
Yeah. Quinn did. Quinn appreciates all fun. Who needs a bard when you have Quinn in the group?
That's true.
Yeah.
Relatable. Suck it in the
Good,
gut
good
part.
for him.
Yes. All right, Gabby, tell us about yourself, where we can find you, and what happened with Erm last session.
I'm Gabby. You can find me here on Mondays and nowhere else. Um, so last week there was Ilm's vision of trying to comfort Quinn, which I think kind of worked out. It worked out straight up until heard that they wanted to off themselves and not leave up glory, which is not down at all. No one's dying on Ilm's watch, even if Ilm is not really watching anything. So, my head canon for the candies, even though I can't remember exactly how it went down, is that Ilm thought they were flying on their own. And they jumped and they, and they really tried. and, and they thought they flew a little and was just thinking that Slate was just trying to direct them so they didn't bump into anything, not knowing that Slate was the one carrying them the entire time. That's my headcanon for it. But Ilm got to taste candy for the first time, and it backfired when I had feet for hands and hands for feet.
I remember that.
But it's a good thing that I can't see him. We were so far off because I did not get to see the show that was on the ground. I don't think that was PG-13 for Ilm's not even 13. So definitely doesn't meet the age requirement. But yeah, and then we all got a long rest. Do you guys remember that? We all got a long rest. That happened.
Well, she got a long rest before everyone else did, and she foisted a memory on them for it.
Did we actually get a rest, Simon?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't.
No, I don't
fully
think we
rested
did.
yet.
I clicked the button.
You've got a long rest, but you did not get a long rest. So you got a long rest, the effects of one, right? Because of Tia's
Yes.
memory.
Oh, okay. So we got
okay.
the effects
I
of a
thought
long
only Tia
rest.
got that.
Yeah,
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right. You're right.
Well-
Only Tia got the long rest, correct?
Yeah,
correct.
only Tia got the
So-
long rest.
so
We
not-
still haven't gone to bed yet.
Yes, correct. No
We
one
were
else
all
has
in
gone
our
to bed.
little jammies and everything.
Yeah,
and-
but
and
no one
going
went to
But
bed
we
yet.
haven't
Gone to bed.
gone to bed
We were
yet.
going
We were
to
getting
bed at the
high.
end of the last episode.
No,
We
because
got
we
a
got
whole
some
week of
redacted
sleep.
to do. We got some redacted. We got
We got some
conversation
retcon. Don't. Yeah. Okay. I know.
I
Oh,
tried,
you got to
and
click
you
a
guys
button on
just
your.
ruined it.
But I'm pretty sure we
Can
did
I
the
just
long
say-
rest.
I already clicked long
This
rest. on
Blake
my
soda
phone.
that I can't tell you what it is because I'm not sponsored, but I could be, has now a blackberry flavor, and I'm addicted. And I'm not a soda drinker, but I love blackberry.
Oh yeah.
That's
the one
how
I
you
think it is.
deflect.
I also love that.
This is a something you need therapy over because you're really good at deflecting and not taking responsibility for your actions.
As a DM,
That
I always
sounds
take
like Flynn.
responsibility for my reactions. I don't have a choice. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are supposed to check me.
I'll do better
It's-
next time.
it's-
Oh, I thought that it was
it's
supposed
the-
to go vice
it's-
versa.
Listen, that's
I
called the
thought you were
safe.
counting your cats, and I was pretty
No.
sure you only had two.
No, the safety system is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people are supposed to check me if I get too wild. Be safe out there. DMs have power, but they should never make you feel like shit. Okay?
Oh, well, yeah.
I've been hearing that a little too much lately. If your DM makes you feel like
But for
shit,
me,
have a no.
all right.
You had
Hey,
players
don't
that checked you
pointing,
too hard.
pointing fingers. Shit.
I tried that
Jesus.
once before. I didn't go very
Yeah,
well.
you had some.
Stop
You
making
had
me
some.
feel bad.
You had some like poo-poo players one time.
Anyway, so don't worry. We'll get a long rest in, but we have to do a little retconning now.
Yes, back to where Quinn
Don't-
said, Tia, you know about grief or loss or something.
But before we do that, let's get up the wheel because there's some of us who don't know what the wheel is. The wheel. It is the wheel of favors. We have some spins to give out. I believe we have starts off with Rishi and your. Ooh, I had a little bit there. Sorry, I don't drink soda very often.
I have no idea what you're talking about there, Rishi in chat.
I know. I
You
know.
never do. You never do. Nothing is ever technically your fault, I believe. Anyway, Rishi, you have some spins to give out. Who would you like to give them to? Me?
No.
You?
No, I have 10 to give out.
That is correct.
I'll take 5, and then
Got
everyone else gets 1. Not.
Go ahead, you can say it. Everyone else does. Everyone,
What?
not including me.
That's right.
It
You and
isn't-
your long rest given DM self.
Hey,
You
I
got like
gave
10 minutes
rest.
to get a long rest.
I
Don't you worry.
gave a long rest to Tia. In fact, that was gracious, and Tia didn't even have to do any form of resting. Just
Oh, she rolled it.
memorizing.
Oh, just because she had a rock. She ate a rock candy.
You were so kind. You gave her a long
Get
rest.
on with it.
It's your
Get on
fault,
with it.
actually. Okay. All right, Rice Ball. I believe you have 2 spins to give out. Thank you so much
One
for
to me, and one to Slick.
1 to Slick.
Sure.
And 1 to Quinn. All right. And Bangap. Who do you want to give your spins
So-
to?
I rolled for these, so 2 to me, 2 to Slate, 2 to Erm, and 2 to Tia.
All right.
Turns out, conveniently, there are 6 players now, so I can just roll d6, and there you go.
It is very convenient. As a DM, I respect. For those who don't know, welcome to the Wheel of Favors. You can gift spins on the wheel, which helps the players. They can get them nice, cool stuff to help them either get what they want or not get what they want or not get hit. It depends on the situation. But there's always good stuff on the Wheel of Favors. Even random encounters is good shit in my mind. However,
And what are we up to, by the way?
your random encounter meter is up to...
Like 8 or something?
Oh, God. You are up
that 2,
to
right?
11.
Well, at 14, someone will die, so
And Tia
11's pretty
understands...
scary.
Yeah, 11's pretty scary.
I mean, 14 was a giant friggin' worm. It like rolled around and crushed and puked things. It was terrifying.
This time it's going to be something...
I was scared.
This time it's going to be small
So you're
and
saying
vicious.
we need to actually like move things along so we can actually have an opportunity for a random encounter?
I don't know
Nah.
what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything. For those who don't know, there's a Pixie Godfather and there's a Fairy Godmother coin. It works like Wish. I know I am Chaos incarnate, and I accept Chaos because I love Chaos. But the Fairy Godmother coin will only grant a good wish, and a Pixie Godfather coin will only grant a bad wish. Wishes are interpreted as the wish giver gives. Use your words wisely. You may get exactly what you said you wanted, but it's not what you exactly wanted. All right.
She's doing this on purpose, Bangap. On purpose.
What are you talking about? Foreplay long time? We believe we start off with Quinn, because Quinn has so many spins.
I play you long time? Yeah, I heard that.
Now you're talking about.
Lay
It's
it on
good.
me, Dungeon Mama.
You can call me Dungeon Mommy if you want.
Dungeon Mommy.
Mhm.
Give me that spin. I've been a bad boy.
That actually.
Aw, you two are having a moment.
That
Nope.
was like.
Oh, we have a full blown relationship. What are you talking about?
Oh, good.
There's been spanking and lots of
this is-
punishments.
This is just coffee talk.
All right, a disadvantage.
All right.
An advantage.
All right.
Are you gonna get like the charcuterie board of the wheel?
Maybe.
Nope. Another advantage.
Bollocks.
And an item.
And it is an item. Congratulations. You can choose a
Yay.
scroll or something from the plunderers.
Oh, I want a scroll, baby.
1 or 2?
2.
That checks! For those who don't know, we use decks from Gem Hammers and Son. There's a link down below. We use Flunders, Blunders, Wonders, all sorts of decks. You can actually get these same decks with that link below and support the channel. It's a win-win. Why wouldn't you? Congratulations on your scroll of... It's one-time use. At one-time use, you can summon a beautiful white horse who becomes your devoted champion. When you least expect it, he slowly sinks into the quicksand and dies. You won't know when. It is a one-time use spell.
You had me at the beginning.
Oh, I know. When
So
I read
if you
it,
always expect him to sink into the sand, does that mean he'll never?
there will be a moment.
Perhaps.
You'll never know. It's at the end.
You're gonna be
You
standing
might
on
forget
concrete.
for
and
just
all
a
of-
moment.
Mhm.
You're gonna be standing on concrete, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be sand.
A beautiful.
Fuck you.
What was that about Levis?
Fuck off.
Which is a devoted. I gotta make sure to mark this devoted champion.
How long does it last?
It's never ending. It doesn't have an end. So once you cast it,
Oh.
it's when it dies. It's your ending. But you won't know when that happens.
Does it need food and water?
Nope.
Just air.
I would feed it just cause, but
Got a pocket full of candy.
No.
Or you can. I hear magical white horses like vampire. They're rare.
I just want to walk around my room like Slick now. I got so many ideas going through my head.
that was
The only way I'm going to work them out.
The nice thing of not having a green screen.
That was
Yeah.
the best. That was the best scroll for you.
How about-
Hi, you.
What do I have a, what do I have, 2 more?
Yes.
I do actually have
Alright.
like green screen pillows here. You can't see them because they're so bright green. They're so bright.
Spin. Let's spin.
Sorry,
Spin
sorry.
more. Spin more. Spin more.
Let the
Do not
kitty
pet
spin
the cat.
once.
Spin more.
Oh, so close, but it's a reroll.
Of course.
Can y'all hear her? Just curious. Reroll.
Another one?
I think so.
She sounds like a bird. Everyone keeps. They'll hear her, and then they'll think that she's a bird. I might have rerolled too many times. Yes, I rerolled too many times. No, that spin is not for anyone. All right. Next person is a four-way tie between Tia,
Ooh.
Slate,
Well,
and Lee.
It's always about Tia, so she has to go first.
Hey,
I mean, Tia died.
She
Twice.
lost her whole family and then she died.
More than once.
Yeah.
Twice. That is an advantage, Tia.
And
How many
thank
people-
you.
How many people get to say they died twice?
I
They normally probably say it to a cleric, and it's probably not really received well. I've died twice. The cleric's like, oh yeah, well the third one's not free, okay? First 2 are free.
Right.
How apropos, it's Easter.
25,000 gold.
Right.
This,
we don't
this
have
isn't a punch
like
card. You don't
Starbucks,
get your
where you
free
just
one.
punch them in.
Right.
Congratulations
the
on
second-
your item. So disadvantage. You got an advantage, a disadvantage, and an item. Would you want to scroll?
Excellent.
Or punch? You are literally showing my bronze right here.
Well, let's still scroll this time.
A scroll,
I'm gonna
1 or
add
2?
to my fairy party.
1 or 2?
1.
1.
have
This
two DMs
actually is
tonight.
super useful. I know.
Oh,
You for 1 hour, you can see through walls. So it's a one-use spell.
Oh.
Or one-use roll.
how thick? How thick?
It's just any type of wall.
Cat butt.
I mean, we are up against a mountain, so. Okay, great, awesome.
It says
I like it.
with great power becomes great responsibility. Stay away from the locker room.
Okay.
I didn't
Why
say.
do I have
it.
why do I have
Spelled it.
Porkies on my mind now?
That's what All right, who's next? We got Slate, and Leaf.
Hit me.
Leave.
All right,
Or hit Leaf.
I heard you first. Slate. What are you doing? Velcro cat. That is an item. Congratulations.
Hit me that right one.
Do you want the item? You want a scroll or
Item, please.
Item. Sure, I'll reach over and grab the last one. Congratulations on your 500 silver pieces. That's a good chunk of change. All right.
So one more time. You said
Okay.
200 silver?
500 silver pieces.
500. Dear God.
I know, you're rich. But
I'm
not
just
quite
spending
rich.
money.
That's
I'm
like
a
50
wealthy
gold
miser.
pieces.
Congratulations on your disadvantage. My brain went dead for a minute there.
Trying to clean to it. Funny.
And another disadvantage. Hey, why don't you like fall into this cat tree for a minute? Yeah. Yeah. How cool is that? How cool is that? Your mom puts a cat tree right beside her. Huh? But no, it's fucking cat hair all over my black shirt. Alright. I know Morpheus is on to you. He knows you're in your cat tree.
Uh-oh.
He'll come and hunt you down for that. Alright, so we've got Leaf, Ty, who's next?
Leave.
Leaf it is.
Doke.
A reroll.
Okay.
A random encounter, yay! Yay! No, I didn't mean to come back on my lap. That's not what I wanted. Yay! Yay!
It's so nice when you clip your microphone when you're
Mhm.
that excited.
This cat's
And
like
you just-
yelling. Well,
You
she's-
just kind of like
She's yelling back at me.
cut right off.
Yay! Yay!
She's like, "Is that you?"
Yeah, I was doing it and she looked back at me and she yelled at me again. And I was like, oh, is she gonna do it every single time? And she was. So I just did it again. Puts you at 12 for an encounter rating. I'm super excited. And a disadvantage.
A lot of those.
That means you're up. There is no escaping it now. A disadvantage. Another disadvantage. And a fairy godmother coin.
Ooh, looky there.
Jackpot.
Now I have two.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
power that you wield.
Especially considering how tainted balance is now, thanks to certain somebody's actions being locked in timeline.
What are you talking about? Fenandra, it's your turn.
Woohoo!
Spin, spin, spin. Round you go. What you get is an item. Which would you like? A scroll?
You know, let's go with scroll. Scrolls
What?
are always fun.
1 or 2?
1.
1.
Oh, I forgot I had that scroll. That got lost in my item list.
You know what? I feel like you've had this like on a passive, but this is a
Uh-oh.
one-time you scroll. Hostile creatures lose all memory of you and can no longer perceive you for 1 minute.
Okay. There you go. Hostile creatures lose memory of you and can no longer perceive you for 1 minute.
Yep, just 1 minute.
Okay.
So they'll get their
Fantastic.
they'll get their memory back, and then they will be upset with you, but not for that time frame.
Not if I'm gone by that minute.
Yep,
Or they're dead.
also true. Another item.
Oh boy! Let's go with scroll, and I guess we'll go with 2 this time.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really wordy one.
Oh, jeezums. Okay.
It's a really wordy one.
Well, we're waiting.
We're skipping that one. That's way too wordy for me.
I was like, I can try. We'll see how much of this I actually get typed down.
It is like 2 paragraphs on a card.
Oh, jeezums. That's a lot. I would forget that that's 1 scroll.
Agreed. Agreed.
Scroll of unnecessarily long. Uh-oh.
Every time you cast a spell that has a save, the creature will lose a piece of clothing if on the fail. This is a 1-day use.
Every time you guess. Oh, okay.
1-day use. It goes away. It's like strip spelling. I don't even know what it's called.
Like their spell, like their clothes.
Like
they
wild
just
magic,
go
but
away.
very focused.
Hey, that's super good if you're going against someone who's armored, okay? Like, just saying.
That's a scroll, right? Just
Yes.
one-time cast scroll?
1-time cast scroll.
Okay. Okay, that'll be fun.
Super powerful for a whole day use, to be honest, as a caster.
I mean, that's like 6 months for us.
As somebody who gets advantage, that is very fun. Or is that attacks? I don't know the attack. Anyways.
Hello, Big C! Thank you so much for jumping in. Long time no see. See what I did there? Thanks so much, everyone, for the subs, the bits, and donations, all that goes to what you hear, see, and pretty much all the support comes back to the channel and makes it greater. The channel's about to go through a really big, crazy update here pretty soon, and there's gonna be a lot of things coming in and a lot of stuff showing. We're also gonna have more tables open here pretty soon and more activity on the channel. So hang in tight because it's gonna get wild. For those who don't know, we play Tales of Dra'ih on Mondays, Once Upon a Leap on Wednesdays, and every other Friday we're gonna be playing Rogue Nebula. Rogue Nebula's debut. They debuted this Friday. That means that they're going. Why do I when I get louder you come over here?
We sometimes play Isles of Dra'ih on Monday.
Shut your mouth.
We get in about 20 minutes of real play. Then we got a lot of padding on either side. So just so you know.
There's a lot of filler episodes. Nope.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
there's a lot of rolls in the beginning too.
But you
Lot of
will
chatter.
have regular bowel movements after watching.
Regular
Oh.
bowel movements, yeah.
Because there's so much filler.
So
Yep.
there is going to be a lot of fun. Definitely check it out. If you're not a part of the Discord, can someone drop a Discord invite? Because
It's a
mine
really
never
good
works.
character mix.
Oh my
Yes.
God! Why don't you get that to work? For
Whoops,
fuck's
that's
sake.
the wrong
Because
Discord,
I'm
not that
big
one.
busy.
Mm.
Yeah, you know how it is. The last 2 weeks, kind of is like the worst. Anyway, so, but yes, drop it in, and you're a moderator. You
Oh.
can fix it.
What you think I'm supposed to be doing this?
I'm saying you could.
I have to see all your fucking ads.
And
You
could
take the ads
technically-
away.
you could-
You
you
take
could-
the ads away. I'll do admin work.
You know, my favorite part of it is
Aw.
technically
What is that?
Rishi could take
What
away
is
the
that?
ads himself. But
No, I tried. I can't.
Dad, you have the power.
I can pause them. I can snooze them when they're on, but not myself. And I'm already playing. Why would I want to do that?
Anyways, definitely check us out if you haven't joined the channel. Tomorrow is Tune In Tuesday. We're gonna be watching another episode of Traders. Don't know who's gonna die this time. I have hope that it's the character I don't want to die. All right, let's get into it. Thank you everyone for your
You're about to
patience.
discover just how unhappy you're going to be. I'm just saying.
Why would you say that?
Because that sounds like that's just fun to leave you in suspense now.
At least it's only till tomorrow. We are going to be redacting a little bit, so we're moving back slightly before the actual candy scene. We are still holding the candy scene in
Oh, yes.
canon, so that is still a thing. But, however, we are going to be removing. We're going to be adding a little more flair to it. So, even though you heard about the candy scene, be prepared. That's not going to. That's not changing. Just a small conversation. So we're moving back to a conversation, and can we go ahead and it's when I believe it's when Quinn. Is it when Quinn says something that triggers it, or so? Quinn. can
Yeah, Quinn says to Tia, you understand where I'm coming from.
So.
And then Tia's sort of like, oh, we've all had a loss, but I don't want to say that.
So.
Do you want to say that again, Quinn? Sorry.
All right. So Quinn and the scene is like this. So are we kind of like alone right now?
No,
And
this was like the big speech.
the big speech, right?
And you were being kind of like, people were like, no, she's still alive.
right. You're saying so, and I am very adamant about you're wrong, and I know what I felt, and I know what's going on. I look over and I say, Tia, you know what I mean, don't you?
I do. Absolutely. And in some ways, I've had some touch of vengeance. You know, we won't talk about what I've done. But I won't be satisfied until I've achieved my goal. I do understand where you're coming from. So lose my
right, tell me.
entire family. And
oh, sorry to interrupt. What is the goal you seek? I don't believe you've ever revealed it to me.
I will be so powerful no one can ever hurt me again.
Ah, so your idea of vengeance is protection.
Absolutely. And
My idea of vengeance is squeezing the neck until that villain's head pops off in my hands. And if I have to do so with my dying hands, that is my right to do so.
I agree with the sentiment.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And
I
and I
understand each other.
may and I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I am sorry to hear of your family's loss, of your loss.
Thank you. I know it's
How-
older news to you than to me, but
What can you give me just a little insight on what happened?
Leif hasn't told you.
I don't believe so. I mean, let's be honest, our bromance only goes so far.
Leaf is like right there, if I am correct.
Yes, and I am talking right
Jean's
to
sort
Leaf.
of gesturing
no,
towards
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm
just-
looking right at Leaf.
I'm just making
No,
sure
I'm
that
looking
Leaf
right
at
knows
Leif.
also.
I have a vague memory of sharing
yeah, yeah.
gelato.
Mhm.
But this is how some things go. We just don't. We don't need
To be fair, I think
discuss
that-
details.
I think Dan Gap actually remembers the story better than I do. So I'm inviting him to share his part. So it's accurate.
Sure. Well, Tia was gone for a long time, and my mother and father passed, and well, not long before Tia arrived back at our homestead, our community was overrun and my sister was killed. So I am the only one left of her family. It's bad enough to lose your parents to age, but to lose someone so young and close to you
My
without
darling.
a chance to protect them or avenge them, that stings.
Sorry. So, let me just, pardon my bluntness here. Do you know the villain in that story? Do you know?
Dude.
Okay. And who
and I
is
take-
it?
It's the undead army that was surrounding our village.
The undead army. No one
We were supposed to be coming
individual.
to Ramon to find
Not-
out who had sent it.
Okay, so
And we got
it is
distracted.
the leader of the undead army.
It
That's
may
whom
have
you-
been someone in our community who facilitated it, or
So there was
aided and abetted.
So the leader of the undead army is your primary focus, and you have a secondary with this betrayer in your midst.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
So I am sorry for you. You do not have a single focus. You do not have a pinpoint in which to direct your ire to
Because
the
I've already done
most
so.
concentrated level unimaginable. I do.
I've already had my physical vengeance.
On what?
That feeling is satisfied.
All right. Good for you. I'm happy. I have little claps now.
So you can't say that I don't understand you.
I don't recall me saying you don't understand me. What I'm
You said
saying
that our
is, well, then who did you kill?
she sort of like looks at Slate awkwardly and like and sort of at Leif. You know.
You see Sarah kind of like pipe up for a brief moment and says, I'm sorry. Are we competing for who's lost the most?
This is weird, don't you?
I mean, if we are, then I would
I
like.
feel like I'm kind of backed into a corner and I was just trying to be sympathetic. Do you agree
Oh.
that this is a weird situation to be in? I do.
A little bit, but I also would like to, if this is what's going to make you feel better, Quinn, I'd like to, remind you that Quinn's whole family was chopped up into pieces by the same person you're talking about and fed to the community as a as a meal, and one of our good friends is now a skinned rug for the main throne room. So, I mean, and, he's definitely got me by the hand and my eyes. So, I mean, I don't think that we should really take the time to really say who's in more pain right now. I think we should all accept that, life is kind of shitty right now. She says in possibly the wrong direction slightly. Because they're sitting...
Tia, like, oozes over toward her and just embraces her as she's talking. Like, just completely sincerely. You know?
Well, it seems like there's no lack of will to go after this king, then, is there?
Perhaps. But my focus now is not a contested fact. I am not looking to one-up anyone. I am clearly not claiming that my pain is worse than any of yours. But do not tell me that how I'm dealing with my pain is not as good as how you dealt with yours.
No one has said that. You're making things up.
Apparently,
No one has said
everyone
that.
here. What did? Then let me. That's fine. Let me. When the morning comes, we all have our nice sleep. You will all go one way, and I will go mine. And I will take myself into his throne. And that will be that. Because I've had just about enough.
Same way to go into the saloon.
I've had just about enough of fucking around in these little caves right now. But in the meantime, I've got this bag of candy. Why don't we all try some?
And candy scene.
Mm-hmm.
But Sarah does embrace you back, Tia, just so we're aware. Like, embraces you. And it seems a little bit puzzled by the whole whole situation. But embraces you back to where you feel like she's also being like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Like, couldn't have been easy.
Yeah, I mean, sympathy is sympathy. It's on both sides.
I don't know what's wrong with this cat. She's really clingy this week.
So many comments. So much Twitch TOS to worry about.
What are you talking about?
It's just a cat.
Just
What are you talking about?
cuddling
Yeah,
them up
just a
against your
cat.
breast. I
It's just a
mean,
cat.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She
And
likes
then
it. That,
Cats,
that's what she
boobs,
likes. Yep.
more boobs and cats, and
Yep. She likes it. She likes it there. She's a happy camper. Yep. Yep. And her little hands like right in the cleavage.
I'm sorry, Tio, was there anything else? I'm sorry, I did not mean to cut you off in mid-sentence, but if you have something else to
No,
say,
I
please.
have nothing to add to that conversation. I'm all set.
Okay. All right. As the candy situation. Don't put your hand on my face. You can go lay over here then.
Put it back on my boobs.
You can lay down there. Put it back on there. You can lay right there then. If you
Your
want to
biscuits.
try to put your hand on my face, a silence fee.
Swallow, Anarchy. Swallow.
Hair.
Trying to eat my damn dinner.
My nudes. I'm trying to eat my nudes.
That was your first mistake.
True. Ugh. So, the campfire's roaring still. Does anyone do anything before bed? You've got these magic going around, everyone's cuddled up.
Keep him watch for the first round.
And just before, if you remember, this was like 2 sessions ago. Quinn had casted their from their druidic order the Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow. It is a 30-foot sphere that grants +5 bonus to stealth and perception checks while within it. Light
correct.
from open flames cannot be seen.
That is correct.
That is correct. I know it's correct. Because I said it. Must be correct.
I see.
So, I guess, what, shall we take a sleeping order then?
I'll wait to say when I'm staying up.
Oh, and no one remembers,
watch.
but you guys got a message from Deathbringer in the fire.
Yes.
I do remember that.
I
That was
remember.
adorable.
That's
Oh,
my
yes.
son. That's
Yeah.
my
Thank you
boy.
for reminding me.
That's
Mhm.
right.
My baby
That's
boy.
right. That's right.
But yeah, I'll wait to hear when Quinn goes on watch.
Well, you can imagine. I'm not really feeling very sleepy at the moment. So
Yeah.
I will take first watch.
I'll join then.
Oh. A buddy
And-
system.
Keeps
He and
us
I
awake.
Only need a shorter period.
Yeah, trance.
Ah.
So the 3 of us up.
You see, has her hand up
Oh,
in the wrong
hi.
direction, but hand is up.
No, I would guide. Listen, I'm not gonna make you look a fool in front of these people. I'll just you as I see.
You weekended Bernie's there.
Just strands is just like.
Did you see that?
Wait,
Do I have to keep watch? But
you
like,
can go to bed if you want to.
How can you?
no, I'm fine.
I mean, her ears work still.
Oh,
Pretty
dear.
sure, God damn it.
Well, I have a question though. How does a tuning?
Hey, we may as well have
You have
Sarah
to-
keep watch then.
For most attuning, you have to
Uh-oh.
lower level attunements. You have to be able to meet a certain spell level.
And for this one,
So because it's too high level of a attunement for you, you're gonna have to roll to attune to it, which is
Oh.
not great.
Are you doing this in front of people?
I
That's a very
think,
good question.
yeah, I think would be sitting right next to
continue
Sleep.
yourself in front of these people.
How dare you?
So
Don't worry,
I'll spend
we'll
a couple
avert our
sorcery
eyes.
points to sort of aid you. Like, you get a D4.
Pardon?
You can add a D4 if Tia notices you trying to, like, you're touching around it or whatever, trying to attune.
It's not subtle.
Yeah. So yeah, you can add a D4.
What does that mean?
It's like
that
Ben
gives
Buck or
me
something.
more questions, to be honest, than the previous.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna burn my advantage for you, Grabby, since I have put you in this
Yay.
position. That's my last advantage. Please use it.
I'm rolling a what?
Whatever Saito says.
You will be. You have to roll a D. I believe it is a D100 for this type of.
100. Oh, score check?
No, hold on. So I'm double checking.
Yeah, it's been low.
Jinx.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, that's you.
I told you before, I have to go to math
You get
studies.
Saito roll before you did? No.
No, I can't let Lucy know I'm going to math studies. I have to go before she employs me. Yeah, I have considered talking to Snoopy, but you have to understand, he's a dog. He's a dog, goddamn.
How come no one understands? withstands this?
I got a rock.
I've got a.
I've got a jar of dirt.
I got,
I got a jar
got-
of dirt. I
I
got a
got candy
jar of dirt.
Erm has 2 jars of dirt.
I've got a jar
Do you,
of dirt,
Erm?
I think. I think
Stan.
I've got a jar
You
of
have
dirt.
a jar,
Does Erm
Sam.
have, does Erm have the dirt?
One could argue Sam is
kidding.
dirt. Or sand. not Sam.
Sam is dirt? Who is
Dirt
Sam,
is
and
Sam.
why are they dirt? Why do you hate him
Sam
so
is the
much?
dirt.
Sam is the
You
dirt.
don't,
dirt.
you don't
Okay.
name your jars as Sam?
Okay, you got it.
So,
Yes.
okay. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to homebrew this a little bit because 5e does not have workarounds for too high of levels to attune to. Yeah, if it's too high of a level, it's a prerequisite.
Are you trying?
that
Are you
have to
trying
level
to wrap that in a 3E kind of shit?
Yeah. Well, I thought it was.
I'm calling the cops. I
know.
thought it was 5e.
So we are going to. Well, if I
Guy gags,
if we,
I'm
guy
teasing.
gags.
if we
guy
play by
gags.
that rule, that means Gabby will not be able to attune. It's just too high level of you. But
That's all right.
I would like for
Whatever
you
wanna
to.
do.
I would like for you to give an opportunity to do so. So, being that be the case, you are going to have to roll a higher wisdom than it. Okay,
Okay.
You're wise. You got this.
to be able to bond with it. Okay.
I've got three.
Ten.
I've got
How-
3
how
advantages.
wise
I got
do you
3
think I
advantages
am?
for you.
Well,
You're a
I
cleric.
mean, yeah, you're a
That's
cleric.
that's the thing, right?
Yeah, I would,
Yeah,
I would
I
hope.
stacked your charisma.
Your charisma.
Charisma?
Well, bad news.
I was seeing if everyone was paying attention.
You know,
I got your
think
constitution to max. What are you talking about?
I know. What's the
I have
problem?
a reroll, you know.
Yeah, and I told you you had advantage.
What did you
Right,
roll?
Yeah,
so
that-
would've
it was
been
a
the-
6 and
the
a 5
6 and
with
not
it.
the
Okay.
5.
All right, you could
I'm
take
a
one of
plus
well.
9. No.
Well, you roll roll regular, and then if you need an advantage, you can roll it again with advantage. So this is how it works. The Cyto table rules. So first, just roll.
No, because it's
roll
already
regular.
called for. No, it's already called for advantage. She rolls advantage right off the bat.
Yeah,
She didn't
Mhm.
roll.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, fine.
So
fine.
6
So
plus
you can-
9
you can-
is
15.
Well, wait a
or you
minute,
can
but that's-
reroll.
No, that was
That's
a
a 6
mistake.
or
That's
a
like
5,
my
and it would be the 6 plus their modifier.
Yeah,
There's a
Mhm.
plus 4. My bad. I was reading my
you're looking
Yeah,
at saving
plus
throws.
9.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, look at that.
Yeah, I was
spell.
like, wait,
Yeah,
hold on, that's-
Cyto doesn't hear it, you
I
know.
made a mistake. I know my skills are like plus
Roll
9
that.
for anything
Roll that with
wisdom.
advantage again. Roll that with advantage again. You can have mine.
And remember Tia's D4.
Oh, yeah.
That is
That's true.
true.
The D4 too.
Okay, D4,
15.
D4.
Oh!
And
So that's
So-
4 to
So
8.
that's 19 plus.
4. So,
That's
Well,
23.
15 plus 4 is 19 plus your modifier,
so
plus 4.
23.
23.
Saito 23. Wait, how we feeling?
So now we have to roll theirs. So here we go.
Disadvantage.
Would you like, yeah.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Hold on, it's still rolling.
Get that out of the way.
I clicked it twice, but it's taking fucking forever to roll.
Roll with disadvantage again. Oh, roll 14.
How much do you have, Ruji?
I have 1 disadvantage I can get.
Leave it.
Ow.
I got it. I got it.
I have a
Okay.
big
Okay.
pile of them, so.
Me too. I have like 11 now.
All right, go for
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
So
You guys are a blessing.
to take away
Because this
that
thing's probably got a
disadvantage.
plus 10 modifier or something.
All right,
Mhm.
so you're doing another disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll do one more.
Let's go.
That's looking good.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
go.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I love
let's
this
go
game.
better.
This game is so good.
Let's go better.
This game is like so good, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go better. That's my dice.
Let's
my good
go.
That's my good dice. The dice are so good for dice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut up because narration time.
Okay.
Very, you are very, very lucky.
Sorry. Gosh.
Yeah. Triple check. Triple it real quick.
So, like I was saying before, cats love boobs.
They do.
Mhm.
They do.
This is valid.
Not
Can
Frank.
confirm. Can confirm.
That's a Texas size 10 for good, buddy.
Frank doesn't like anything about my torso. Limbs only. It's a limbs only cat.
I have
There's
literally.
a ass guy, you know.
Is that a
Are you gonna show us
flashlight
porn?
or a sex toy?
What?
I'm
It's a flashlight.
Or is it a bong? That's.
Or a rocket ship.
I
Or-
saw I saw Stewart's horn.
Just hanging there like a fucking cleric's mace.
Yeah, like a 1980s cop's flashlight. Like
Like a tall boy
Back to
Red
the
Bull just hanging there.
two tennis balls, 4-pack, just hanging there.
Oh my god.
good for him.
That's what I said.
Good for him. Hey, this is your daily reminder or weekly reminder
Wow.
to watch Letterkenny on Crave and on Hulu. It's complete.
Oh,
Have fun.
saw a floppy drive.
Ow.
You need-
Owie.
And when you're done with Letterkenny,
That had
watch
nothing to do with
Shorzy.
what you said. It just all of a sudden I lost breath like in the middle for a second.
You need help.
Sure.
We all need help, Saito.
Do we need to call 911 for
No.
you there, Slick?
No.
Okay.
I just stat wrong.
That sounds so much worse than you think it
You're
is.
getting
I know
old.
it does. I was kind of
So
hoping that
much
one would go
worse.
over the table. Or under?
Went
I'm
under.
not even going to tell you where my mind went on that one.
No
The
comment.
same place all of ours went.
Probably.
No comment.
No comment indeed.
Where did I put?
Well, while
Where did you
Saito's
put it?
researching.
Insert ruffling a paper sound.
There's
Me at my
a
desk thinking I'm busy
Right? There's a page missing here, and it's bothering
because
me.
I ate it.
Did the cats
that
run off
would
with the
be-
page?
Listen, that's happened before, actually.
Yeah.
There's a little clip on it on the stream where Morpheus has jumped on my desk and ran off with my DM notes. So I was like,
What a
I'm like,
fucking
excuse
asshole.
me?
What a fucking.
Fucking asshole.
That's what
I
said,
did
though.
though.
Like apples? And I never. How about them apples?
I'm, s-
How
I'm
about
so
that?
glad I don't have to worry about my dogs running off with anything. I have so many sets of dice just sitting on this table.
Yeah. I never had a problem. My cat never played really had any interest in my dice or minis or anything like that. They were always really safe in front of it.
While our amazing DM is looking for their notes, let's have a little trivia with the gang here.
Oh,
It-
speaking of Quinn, hello.
Hello, Quinn.
Hello. Yeah,
Now,
yes, Aniki. What
If your player character was a different class from what you have playing right now, what would it be? And you
Wizard.
can give why. I guess, fair enough.
Oh, that was quick. Shit.
Yeah, I mean color spray, right?
I mean, Arcane Trickster is not that far off from Wizard.
yeah, it's just Wizard Junior, and that's all it is.
It's wizard
It's
without
just
the
Wizard if
spell
they
book.
were sneaky.
Yeah. Or stabby.
Yeah.
Well, you tell us, Aniki. What character
Oh.
would Flint Slate be?
So initially, Slate was going to be a genie packed warlock.
Ooh.
Makes sense.
Because Genasi and all that, and the whole main premise of Slate was like to find genie and then get treasure to go back home.
So
Mm.
Leif was actually inherited from Cursed Strahd, a campaign that I started, and as a new player, I don't know, I wanted to stick with that ranger character, and so I took the Flan Insurgent background and I kind of modified it into Dra'ih and turned my Strahd character into a ranger in Dra'ih. So
Very awesome.
Well,
with a
Quinn
more
was.
tragic backstory. Because that seems to always that was like table stakes at at Dra'ih.
I'm gonna play
I really
Dragon
think
Ooh.
that my
tomorrow.
Cleric of Light from the Straw campaign was sort of a restretching of Tia into a different like
Mm-hmm.
direction. It was kind of just a reskin. But yeah,
Nice.
not like Man of Wild Magic Sorcerer.
Really cheap.
Rogue.
But-
Easy. I mean,
Yeah, I
originally,
see it.
well, there's background there with Quinny. Oh, sorry, Quinny. Jenny. Jenny. Jesus Christ.
This is what they call you.
Quinny the Pooh.
Quinny the Pooh. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's where that code name
Oh.
came from.
That's true. That's true. And the rogue lifestyle that Quinn led before embracing the magic of nature. So yeah, and you've seen Quinn use Thieves' Camp before, so where the hell did that come from?
All right.
Hmm.
I mean, I already know what it did, but I don't know what happened to that page, though. That kind of bothers me. All right. So I just had to rewrite it. So that way I have it here. Okay, so you all are tuned to it. Okay?
Whoa.
Yay!
Yay!
Where's the
But-
butt?
I don't know.
Aw.
I don't know if you know what it's doing.
You could hear it on the AM radio. All
That
tuned
would
in.
be my
Yeah.
question. So I don't know if it's...
What are you counting money there?
No. Who's burning stuff?
Background.
Wish.
It sounds like a bill counter.
Sorry. So I don't know if you would notice what it actually does as of right now.
Okay.
In fact, I'm not quite sure you would notice what it does at all, as sad as it sounds. You're still going to be, so you do get quite a big boon, but these boons are ineffective, so I would still need you to play them in character like you don't know what they're doing, if that makes sense. So you get +6 to your passive perception, which is amazing. It's going to give you an opportunity to move around a lot easier. And creatures that have to do a saving throw against a wisdom have to roll a disadvantage against you. So you wouldn't necessarily know that it's giving you that ability. So how you play that is up to you. It doesn't give you an actual ability that is visual or empowering. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it is powerful if you think about it.
Interesting.
That brings my passive perception up to like 25.
Yeah, it's pretty wicked. It's pretty wicked. No one
Would
can.
notice like they have more sense of their surroundings and stuff?
Well, they're
Like,
going to
would they-
sleep.
True.
Okay,
Erm has
When it
become
woke up.
What's
Erm has
tomorrow
become
is a day.
Tomorrow's gonna
Erm
be
has
there.
even-
become Daredevil. Look,
but even-
Erm has become Daredevil.
Even
We'll
then,
find
That's what
out.
I was kind
one
of
would say
going
one
for.
would say that may feel like they're getting used to it. If you
Okay.
wake up to, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that it's a weird thing to play off of. If you're blind, if you are in the dark for a long, do you feel like you see in the dark, or have you gotten used to being in the dark? Unless someone tells you that you're seeing in the dark, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And because the other boon is specifically only to wisdom spells, she may not ever see that until she casts one. And if she doesn't know to cast one to do it, then
Sure.
so.
You
But
just
doesn't
might
that
be more
mean-
effective for certain spells.
Yeah. But aren't a lot of my spells wisdom anyway?
Hmm?
But
it's
aren't
saving
a lot
throws?
of my
if they have
Yeah.
to roll a wisdom saving throw.
I'd have to check your spells, but there are some that are Constitution, Intelligence. I would have to know what spells.
Okay.
But I think
Okay.
Because I think banishment's charisma, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, it says so in the spell. What the saving throw
Wait, I
is
still
for.
get banishment.
Yeah, but charisma is
You still get the boon to it from the headgear you're
exactly,
wearing.
exactly.
It's
So
specifically
I
for
know banishment is a visuals. So
Oh yeah,
I
because
was just
Well,
asking.
there's no. That's
oh, yeah.
that's a good question. That's something Saito will have to,
So-
because in the spell it
But
says
don't worry,
a creature
honestly,
you can see.
So that's the
with the
so
plus
that's
4 at this level, you have a pretty good chance of banishing somebody. I wouldn't worry about it. Wait,
so
your 17 spell
Well, let's
save?
see what Saito says.
hold on.
so
Oh.
for visual context, you still don't get to use that unless you take it off. So unless you take off the mask, you'd have to be able to see. The problem is the creature that you got a mask from is built that they don't all their spells are not visual spells. They're area spells. So because they've got a passive high enough, they've got guaranteed lock on to where they're throwing that thing. And because their spells are wisdom saving throws, even the Gorgon's like stone eye thing is gonna
Mhm.
be a saving throw.
So, you just said something there that I don't understand. Can take this off? I was under the impression that it was stuck.
Yeah.
Once it's attuned, she can take it on and off. But she doesn't get the
Oh,
but she does not get the boons of the passive perception while it's off.
Well, of course not.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
why would you? I mean, that makes sense. Oh, there you go. Okay,
Okay.
cool. I just wanted to clear that up.
It also takes away, of course, the wisdom saving, right?
Okay, on to something else. Do we all get a long rest now, or do you, after
Well,
we
I
role
don't
play
know.
out our
Well, no, I
watches?
still needed the watches first.
Fine.
So
So it's myself, Quinn, and Leaf for first watch.
And I look at both of you and think, you don't have to sit up with me.
that's what
Too
he
bad I
said.
want to.
You could take a nap.
I'm
That's
gonna
fine.
sleep, but I'll be here.
Okay.
And we see just lying down, like on stage locked or something.
That's
There's a
very.
perfectly good tent, but I'm here for
Fair
moral
enough.
support.
Fair
Keep our
enough.
we'll keep our voice down. That's a delightfully sweet thing, right there. Slade, you should be. That's a rare. It's kind of a rare thing. I see the bond between you.
I think Isa probably, but
Isa, FISA, bullshit.
I cover Erm's ears so they don't hear the blasphemy.
Look, I may.
Wakes
I
up
may.
like a fucking crypt keeper.
Blasphemy.
Did I hear there
I'm-
was blasphemy upon while I was sleeping?
You're not here, Saito.
I do need someone to
So-
roll me, out of you three, to roll me a D100 for an encounter rating.
300 for encounter? Who would like to roll it?
I think Aniki, you should.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm playing Rochambeau with Leaf.
55. That's the passing grade in the United States grading system.
No encounter. That's good news. No
Depends on
encounter
who.
is good news.
60 was ours.
Oh, sorry. 55 was failing. That's right. 65 was passing.
Wow.
Yeah. Where the kids are. Anyway,
I don't
So
know.
I get the impression that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but what do you want to know? You seem inquisitive.
is that pointed towards Leaf?
Both of you.
I'll look towards Leaf.
I
Do you wanna
know
go?
all I need.
Ask me anything.
You lost Jemmy, and you want to avenge her. It's as simple as that.
See now, but I can't help but feeling that both of you have a little bit more. We've been doing this for a while together, at least 2 weeks anyway, and
Feels longer.
I know, it just feels like years, and I get this secondary feeling that there's something else on your mind, especially you, Slate. You rock man. You.
I think when you point Slate out, Slate will reach into their garbs and they'll take out like the bones of like some game they hunted way before you all met and throw it into the fires. Back where I come from, we would do fortune telling like this, where you would throw the bones of an animal that you picked into the fire and judge your future based on the cracks that are shown in the bones. And then, like, as I'm talking, you hear the snap as the marrow within the bone boils and heats to the point where there's like a huge snap in the center. I was never one to follow such traditions. Guess, no, I'm not really too good at this now that I think about it. Slate looks towards you, Quinn, and says, whatever path you're taking, you're not taking it alone.
I'm not taking the what one? I'm sorry.
Whichever path you are taking, you are not taking it alone.
Ah.
You lost someone dear to you. And I don't think anyone who talked to you today had the intention to dissuade you from how you feel.
Oh. I don't. I'm sorry if there was misunderstanding. I don't think anyone was trying to dissuade me from my task. I think they're dissuading me from how I'm going to do it.
I think that's
But
where
still.
I meant.
But still, I warn you all. At the time, if the time comes, and I tell you all to get back, I tell you that because I still care about you.
Sleep nods and says, know this. You have someone who is going to be attentive to your words. I don't mean to just speak for myself, but I think the way you're going about it is right. Because if I was you, I think I would do worse things.
No. Maybe that's it. Maybe the fact that I have never wanted to do such terrible things to a living creature, even undead. That whole aspect was completely abhorrent to me. Do you remember the last city we were in and the entire forest was destroyed?
Yeah.
What I didn't tell you was how, and I'm not talking like emotionally, a part of me was ripped out at the time. It is impossible for anyone who has not studied the druidic paths to fully contemplate the physical connection between the druid and the earth. My entire being is being transformed little by little, such that I can become almost immortal by slowly transitioning and changing into, for all intents and purposes, a tree. My skin will grow dark. It will crack and look like bark. My entire persona will slow, and I will eventually become part of the land. I will become part of the eco that is every living creature that works within the land. That is the connection. That is what grants me the mana and the power. And when that happened, when that forest was destroyed, that took away a deep part of me. And I've never forgotten that. There
Thank
is 100 times fold what just happened tonight. So I must make you understand there isn't anything left for me to keep going. I have no purpose. I have no more drive. And it's only vengeance. And when that's complete, I tend to be complete too. Don't be sad. It is my choice and my desire now. In fact, I'm relieved. I'm relieved, and I look to Leaf. I say, because I finally know my place and my purpose now. I wish that all of you could know that.
Can see how that gives you peace.
And I look out and don't see anything. Is our time up? I'd say if there's anything else you wish to ask. I certainly have. Saito, do they still have a glowing green in their eyes?
Just probably me, I think, or
Did Leaf and
No.
Slate?
Leaf does not have.
Leaf's forgotten.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Leaf's forgotten. Okay. Sorry.
Slate.
Thank you.
Slate does it.
Slate does. And I
Slate forever.
and I looked and I say, Slate, that I know the glow in your eyes is your connection to Isa. Do you feel that you are using Isa's power? Or is Isa using you?
And I look down at and I slowly just like cover their ear so they don't hear me fully. And I look up and say, at this point, I don't know what side I am.
I'm was sleeping.
I know. I don't know if you're a light sleeper. You have a passive perception so high you could probably hear me in your sleep.
This is very true. You could be the worst light sleeper right now, technically.
Right.
Technically.
Right. Don't think
Now
they
that
can't
will come
sense
as
when you're
probably-
texting. When you're laying next to him
I'm not
texting somebody
alone,
else, you know.
babe.
Fair
Okay.
enough. But just
But that
precaution.
could also be because of
Right.
like the situation too. So you're like, I'm not normally a light sleeper, but I normally don't sleep out in the middle
Right.
of nowhere where I
Well.
could die. So this is,
Well, look,
And I would
Alright,
look
fine,
at, I
Irma's
would look at
sleeping.
Slate
Mhm.
as they say that and say, I would not want to be controlled. And he would, we know that, that's what broke my connection with Isa.
I give you a solemn nod.
Yeah, you're
and
timeline buddies.
timeline, buddy.
they got matching bracelets.
We cross the street. Like, it's matching bracelets as this. We cross the streams. But
Okay, what
Uh,
I will say that Quinn just gave an a crisis. Okay.
existential crisis. There you go.
Yeah.
Existential crisis.
Fair enough.
to the max.
So I have had it before, right? Because I've barely been here and I've been like, do I
Yeah.
vibe with ISO really? Like, we're-
Damn, we just
I'm
turning
doing
coat on
it.
this goddess like no problem.
I think it's fair to say though, if you're a cleric, feeling the power of your deity flow through your body literally, and it like fueling your existence and giving you a superiority over other people, you're not going to abandon your deity
Yeah.
unless it's
I'm
for
Is
a
not
that
bigger,
saying
badder
like
deity
Yeah.
who's
abandon
making
it
a direct
dearly.
offer.
I mean,
is
like,
that
Erm is
stronger than your
young. Erm
inferiority
doesn't really
complex though?
know what's like what they want,
Hmm.
you
I
know?
get
There's
There's
been
kind of
No, with
stuff
that kind of
in
reward system, I like
I think
speaking
people
of
would
a
be more
person who has
religious.
several mental health issues, I wouldn't get rid of a single one of them because there's something that feels good about every single one of them.
Fair enough.
Just saying.
So I look down at you almost. You're trying to cover Erm's ear, but I know that you're also slightly stroking her hair.
Hold on, just so we're aware.
Oh,
The church, like the actual like temple of Isa, would have never sent Erm on this type of pilgrimage if they thought that Erm was not stone in the actual belief system of Isa. That would have been absolutely not acceptable, because that would be a chance to not only would it look bad for the temple of Isa, but you don't send someone who's not devout in faith so they can bring those who on good faith back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so. Like in the sense of
wait,
like
wait, what?
you would send your strongest devotee out into the world that way.
apparently you're
You
not
don't-
as
Sending out, like someone
less.
to mete out
yeah.
justice to a vampire.
You're
gonna
not the
send-
C team. You're kind of like B plus team.
Yeah, you're not. They wouldn't send someone out there. It wouldn't be like, oh, someone who is kind of on the fence with the god, so we're gonna send them this way to prove themselves to the god. They're not gonna do that, because the whole point is to send someone who's devout to the religion, so when
Sure.
they go to smite down that religion, it shows that Isa means business, and with that power that's blessed upon them, they punish those. You know what I mean?
I was thinking almost like 100% straight up onto the eye thing. That give some red
that's-
flags.
That is a item, right? That's an item, blessed. That's not. It wouldn't be something that would make you wonder about Isa. Isa has. It's hard. So it's hard to place this. If you like to play that cleric that way, then I have no problem with that. But you would be eventually revoked back. No temple of any deity is going to want someone who would have a chance to falter in such a big way. When I tell you that Isa doesn't like vampires, I mean Isa does not like creatures that can go across the time span and cause havoc. So if you aren't devout in that, you may be recalled back and replaced. So I want to make sure above table that you're aware of that, because you are carrying a stone of devotation, which means that if you lose your devoutness, you can't teleport back either. So you will be fucking yourself story-wise. Well, item-wise.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
so how
I'm sorry.
about
So,
no?
Just one point, Saito. I know you're having a hard time saying devout. I can say
devout,
it for
yeah.
you.
Yeah, devout. Sorry.
Devout. Devout.
Devout.
It's
Like
like
out.
she's from Canada. It's like devout.
Yeah, but it's not. But they don't
Devout.
say devout up there. They do
Devout.
actually
I
say
do not
devout.
know.
Devote
How
up
do
there.
not know.
The boat.
Anyway,
Devote. Being very devout on the boat.
Anyway,
That's
so
the way that I've always
that's-
heard it is
So
devote.
that just so
Devout.
you're.
Devout. Devote. You
Devout.
live in the middle of nowhere.
We
Like
must,
so. Don't
we speak
give
on
me
maybe we live in the south. I don't know what to. Anyway, so whatever
Yes.
the mates, whatever it matters. So just so you're aware of that, because I will say that when it comes to like the powers and the blessings that you get, the blessings and powers that you get are through your deity. So if you lose that, and you're not like you're
Like
not
that
devoted,
sucks.
you're in worse
You're
shape.
just
So
another punk like the rest of us.
and
Yeah.
while if Leaf loses a blessing from a deity, it doesn't hurt Leaf as much. If a cleric loses a blessing from a deity, that is not good. So above table, just a heads up on that. I will 100% play it how you want to, but I want to make sure the danger that you're stepping into, because
Okay,
I'm
so
here for it. But they don't gotta
that's
like.
right. That's right. Okay, so above table, right? If just I think was really just questioning whether this thing was really a blessing or a curse,
Mhm.
right? Because
It's
it
a
was
trial.
portrayed as, you know, I can't remember the exact wording on it used. Something
holy
worthy
relic.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relic, yeah.
You know. But I would picture as someone who likes to sit down and read all the different teachings and do sort of stuff. So like not being able to see,
Mhm.
it was like, oh, I can't read anymore. That sucks.
Mm.
You know,
Mhm.
and that's like my thing. Apart from seeing the wounds and helping out, if not with magic, like actual medicine or something. I don't know. So like it didn't quite feel like a blessing. It felt like a curse in a
I hear.
sense. But not
Which
in. So I think in a long term sense of just thinking of it as a curse would have been a little detrimental.
Mhm.
But it's not to say that isn't like bought into the teachers.
Like I said, yeah, I'm cool with whatever. I just want to make sure that you're aware of the side effects of it, so you can feel however you want. I just don't want you to turn around and say, Saito, why isn't my deity like answering me? Like, well, yeah,
remember
that's
that
what,
one time?
that's what
that one
happens.
time.
So that's all I care about. So
Okay.
just be prepared for that. So like,
All
if,
right.
does that make sense?
No, that it comes off. Doesn't have problems, right? But
Well, doesn't know that yet. Irm's asleep.
Yeah.
So
no, it
All
will.
right.
I meant like long term, but like it would have like amounted to something, I guess. Some of them you'd have to like cross that bit, but now we don't have to.
well, we
Okay.
might have
Cause
to still, because if Irm's already like having that feeling, I don't know. Like I said,
Could be
before we
doing
went to bed.
be
Yeah, so we don't
It'll
know.
change in the morning. It'll change in the
I
morning.
don't,
Exactly.
I don't know.
so
Like I said, so that's why I just wanted to make sure that was known ahead
Okay.
of time before. Okay, go ahead. Back to your.
let's roll along. I'm going to say, okay, well, time's up. I'll wake up Slick. I don't know.
Oh.
What?
Before-
What?
There's one small thing I
so-
want to do,
Okay, fine.
and now,
That's okay. Go ahead.
as you discuss the glowing of the eyes, Slate will think back to what you said earlier about how a piece you went away, and the bigger piece one that you went away with Jemmy, and thinking back to him coming to this world, drinking from the river Styx, and literally losing a piece of his soul, and probably losing guidance. All that floods in his head, and he looks at you and says, "Once again, just know I'm standing by you and your decisions that you're making." And I think the
And-
last bit of the bones just cracks in the fire and goes to ash.
Wow, that was good timing. I'm here for the drama, really, and that was nice. I guess what I ask is, just give me away. Just drive me. Just let me get to him, and I assure you, with one step, he will be no more.
Slate nods. I'll clear the path. Just
So-
expect that.
So I know you only sleep 4 hours a night. What do you want to do, Leaf? Do you want to? I'm gonna get some sleep.
I'll see how Dia's doing, and perhaps she would like to spend the rest of the night with the second shift. But I should go. I should go rest.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I'll do the same.
okay, I go and wake up Fernandra. little shake and laying down, says, "Joel, your turn."
So
Your turn to-
Fernandra's the second wave.
Yeah.
I scoop up.
No, I'm
Or-
sorry if there's nobody
Over.
to talk to.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone.
Well, and I would go see if, I mean, Tia would have completed their meditation at this point and probably would be, I don't know what Tia would be doing with the rest
You're
of
being
your
very
time.
quiet. I'm sorry, Leif. I can barely hear you.
Right, it's just-
Oh, I just said,
you get very fast, but you don't get used to it.
Got
I
it.
said I would go and see what Tia was doing, and since your meditation would have been shorter than 6 short rests, you probably would be awake by now.
Just doing
And
sorcerer stuff.
just
Being
doing
weird.
sorcery stuff. Okay.
Yep.
Very
Right.
well. So-
And I'm going to meditate now, and I don't know if you want to just continue doing your sorcerer stuff or join Slick. That's up to you.
I don't think Slick needs that.
Fan.
I'm up.
Okay.
Yeah.
If anything happens, I'll be here.
Okay. And then I would just sit down and close my eyes and begin
Put my eyes in.
meditation.
Tia will make it known through their shared sort of physical language that he's her top priority while being on watch. So he feels a little extra safe. And yeah, she'll sort of amble around.
Fair enough. So, one of you roll me a D100. Well,
Sure.
Why don't you do that? Yeah.
Let's see how well this goes.
I hope it goes.
80? Question mark? I don't know.
You know what? I didn't want this to happen to two better people. I was kind of
Oh, no.
hoping that Fernandra and Tia would get stuck in this.
We seem to be a natural pair for shenanigans.
Oh boy.
My God! Welcome. As everyone starts to nestle in quietly, and the sounds of the fire rustles, you see a strange flicker of light.
Oh.
That starts to emit from the stones. As you notice, they move about the area. Hovering, mingling across from each other. As if they're trying to talk or make some type of communication. You've never seen this little spark before. Roll me except for you two, roll me a history check. And hopefully Quinn
Wait,
doesn't-
not us?
No, specifically
who?
because of you two. You two can roll history check.
Oh, okay.
But you're
Well,
telling me
yeah, I
not.
was
Yeah, I
really
was like,
confused by
except
that.
for us two, huh?
Yeah.
Only-
Me too. The way you
don't-
said it, I thought that you wanted the sleeping people to do
Yeah,
it.
the sleeping
No.
people to make history
No,
checks.
which is convenient that only you two
Yeah.
would be able to do the history check for it.
I got a 22.
Yeah, just convenient that I rolled.
Well, you know what, dear?
History's mystery.
It actually makes a little bit of sense. I believe you maybe have been a little bit more in depth with yours. You've
I'm a social butterfly.
You've experienced a situation like this before, Fernandra, in a
Mhm.
forest in Amman, where spirits mingled and moved, yet silent. As you watch these souls dance around, encaged, almost in a standstill, but dead nonetheless. This is a grave of the voiceless. Each soul only coming out to partake as the moon, the full moon, shines down upon the stone. As you can focus a little bit, you can see them moving about as if celebrating the night.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow. Tia's gonna like kind of sidle over to Leaf, kick him, give him a little gentle.
Did you say you wanted a short rest or a long rest, Leaf? You ain't getting shit.
Fucking bad. Sleep later.
Fucking do it.
Sleep later. There's pretty stuff happening right now.
Hey, Auntie, I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
wake him up in the middle of the night for a meteor shower. We're going out in the woods, fucker. It looks better from the lake. No
roll
problem.
me.
But Mom, 5 more minutes.
Now, roll me a constitution check, Leaf, because you're about to get. Oh, where do you kick Leaf to wake him up?
Oh, gently, like at the knee. Just to, if he's sitting like cross-legged, just sort of disturb the knee.
Okay, not on the side or anything like that.
No.
You want me to do a con check?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be this one. Why did it do that? I don't know. Did I roll a natural one? Oh no, that's +1. So I'd like to re-roll that if you'd like.
So you'd like to sleep
Actually-
through? Got it.
Um,
Oh, it's gonna end so well.
Reroll it if you'd like.
no, actually, I'm sorry. Does that mean I
If
get
you
woken
fail,
up?
you wake
That means
up.
you get woken up where you're at.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood the point.
Yeah, if you have a high
yeah,
con,
no, that's
then you can sleep.
okay. No, good. I guess I'll wake up.
So you barely just get to sleep or to your elven trance before you get like kicked in the knee and pulled out of it.
Yeah, and then Tia will immediately just squat down next to Leif and be like, "Remember the night Muriel was born? The Firefly." Just like,
And I look at you strangely, and like, I don't see the lights yet, and so.
oh wait.
And again. And then you just like point them, and I.
Well, like her face is right up next to yours, so she's looking,
Okay.
and you're supposed to follow her gaze.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I see the glowing lights. Do you know what they are?
They're souls.
And why,
Kind of.
Why have they come out tonight of all nights?
God, I wish I had a cleric awake right now to give it.
I know. So I was like, I don't think that was in the information handbook. That's a. I honestly.
And you are free to wake anybody else you want to wake.
Yes, you can. You
I-
have.
Can I roll? Can I roll a history check? I don't know if I'm gonna.
Yes,
now
you
that
may
I'm
roll a
awake.
Listen.
history check.
I
See if
could.
get lucky. I got a 12. Don't really remember much,
No.
I guess.
These
These are not something commonly seen in nature.
I've only
by
ever
you.
seen. It's like I've only ever seen these one other time
Mm, desert.
in the forest of Armon.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
And I,
And Tia and
do we have,
Fernandra,
do-
there's
we have
a little
any-
notation that appears above their head that says, "Duly noted. Do not wake Quinn."
Let's also not wait Quinn. No, no.
Maybe.
Learned that lesson from prison.
Learn that lesson.
well, we're surrounded by a spell that Quinn casts that makes the fire invisible and makes us harder to detect. But do we have anything to fear from these creatures?
No.
Could really use a cleric right now.
No, no, no.
Nope.
Fan is still welcome to wake up anybody he wishes to. I'm just saying, Tia is selfish. It's in her characteristics.
Some type of
It's in her
religious
Listen.
traits.
religious creature would be great.
But like, Fan would also realize that Gabby's been, or that Erm's been through a lot. I realized I said the wrong name. I was looking at.
Well, I mean, they
Wait,
have
where
all
am
the
I?
too.
Am I
Correct.
still old Dra'ih
No.
Fire? Or...
No, I
Mhm.
would have carried you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
Would you want to? You know what?
No, I
I'd
would have
pre-
assumed you would have carried. to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah. This sucks.
How
You should
lightly
pass-
are you sleeping? Because we're talking in like full tones. I mean, like
Yeah.
Tia,
This shit
Tia
looks
Tia was
crazy,
whispering,
crazy, crazy.
but I don't think Fan whispers.
What? So that's true. That's true. Are
Fan's
you
not
all
a
talking?
whisperer.
Are you talking loud enough?
He is still whispering.
Who's whispering and who's not whispering?
I would have been, and I was
So-
whispering when
so
Tia
leave
woke
Tia.
me up.
Yeah.
But
Fernandra?
maybe
It was
Fan
like at
thought
least
about
just
that.
loud enough for Tia and that could.
So
Oh.
you're still whispering too. So there's nothing
Yeah.
but
Okay.
whispering so far. And if you were pulled away, it'd be a little bit harder. So someone would have
Does
to.
Tia know that can take their mask off now?
No one knows.
No.
Okay,
Because
then no.
technic-
Why?
Yeah. So technically.
Yeah, there was also
affects
That
that
just
too.
seems
someone.
unfair when they could just describe it later.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like taking.
That's
like,
so mean.
I know. It's like having a kid. Like,
No, it seems
someone
it seems unfair to Tia toward to be like, hey, wake up! I guess you can't see this, but just know that we're really enjoying it.
Oh, we could
Yeah.
touch it or something. Like,
You know, the Disney adult, you
Feel the
walk up to the
vibe.
Disney adult and say, you know what, Disneyland was amazing. I'm sorry you're too poor to go, but you know what? It was amazing. Let me tell you about it. I know you know all about Disneyland, but there was this person in a yellow dress, and she was really cool. You mean Belle? Oh, I don't really remember her name was, but she was really cool, and she,
And then there was this like toy that looked like a space ranger.
yeah. Like, how dare you enjoy it? I don't know, and you don't know anything about it.
Oh,
Sorry,
goodness.
I was enjoying that a little too much. Go ahead. So, yes, you're right. You could always describe it later. I think it's a wonderful
Yeah.
idea. In fact, I support
Yeah.
this. I support this. Please at least do
The
that.
chaos. I mean, it seems like a really good decision when you say it, Saito.
I do.
But no one is suggesting that in the party. And
That's true.
It does. But yeah.
Well, and I asked about if there was anything, and you Fan, you don't know if there's anything to be worried about with these things.
No, there wasn't anything to worry about last time I saw him.
I mean, except for the being hunted thing, that was pretty intense. Like we were in some intense situations.
Yeah.
The
Wait,
being
is this the
hunted?
same forest that
There's-
we were?
There
Or is
was
it a
no danger. Okay, so Tia may forget the danger, but you who rolled really high would 100% remember the danger it is to come across a soul. Because
Oh no, Tia just remembers the hallucinations.
the hallucinations.
Oh, my brain went to like something complete. Okay, yeah.
Remember when you had to like see
The
like,
horn.
Yeah, now I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not
My brain
super
was thinking it was a
dangerous.
different unrelated forest. Never mind.
It's not super
I believe there were
dangerous.
real fights with real spells. So
Yeah.
Or, I mean, who knows? Definitely
Who knows?
felt
Maybe
like
the
it.
fight never happened.
Oh,
So anyway, so what was your answer then when I asked if these things are dangerous?
maybe
They're
that's-
not. They're not too dangerous, but I think I remember the last time we came across them, they created some not so great illusions. Mm-hmm.
maybe we should wait. Somebody who knows more about souls. And then she'll just like she's still like in a squat, so she'll like crab walk over to Erm and kind of
Well, there's also it seems to be a lot. I mean, I assume there's a lot of them, Saito. At least maybe 12 of them. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll shake her arm. Arm. There's like souls and clerics. Dead people aren't staying dead.
Dead people aren't staying dead.
You gotta use
Number
the you gotta
five.
use the phrases.
I
5.
love these phrases.
Bunch of fucking time goblins.
That's how it's supposed to be. They're not supposed to die.
Their souls are floating around. Are we in danger?
Okay, now what do I know about this? Uh, wait.
You know-
Wait.
Hold.
Plus 6. That's 15. Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like they're moving around in some kind of ink.
mean,
Is it like a
this is a
physical
battlefield.
thing anchoring them? Or so like how do you help them pass along? In general, how do you help them pass along?
I wonder who could be doing that. Hmm.
How do you tell if it's willingly or unwillingly? Fair enough. I don't know if anyone let them out. I can't see that right
Huh.
now.
I wonder what asshole would do that.
Okay, so
Not cool, bro.
okay, so I halfway relay this. You just shook me out of my trance, right? So then I fully up and
I'm you in the elf
running.
club. You can get back in.
Um,
Well, I mean, I
so
think you would
Get
have had
tips
your
and tricks.
yeah your long. You should have gotten your long rest by the time this all happened.
no, that's not the
But you were
problem.
still
But
trancing.
yeah, because why
You're just
not?
getting a little extra because of puberty.
Kids need extra sleep.
They do.
Um,
It's like 12 hours.
Hmm?
It'd be like 5 hours for an elf.
okay. This is where cause like I just wish I could have seen it. Is it pretty?
It's so pretty. It's right now.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Okay, so you could veto this reaction if you want, right? So in absolute first, no, but now that you've mentioned it,
You mean they're not jelly beans? No.
I totally didn't
this
realize
isn't
I was
magic
muted.
candy.
I haven't done that in a long time. So yes, you don't see them. I have to repeat it because I was muted. But you feel them around you
Oh, no, I
because
heard
of your
you.
connection.
Yeah,
No,
we heard you.
The
Wait,
stream
we heard
didn't.
you.
Oh.
The stream didn't. So
Oh.
because of the deity's connection and being in their domain, you would feel them fluttering around you, their distance, their like a strange connection to them, but you wouldn't necessarily see them. It's like a weird, and you would feel an emotion, which
Okay.
for someone who is sightful, if they came too close in contact with one, they will definitely feel an emotion and maybe get pulled into a visual issue. But because of your passive perception, you would feel it and the emotion that they're giving off.
So like I say, you could veto this if you want. So I do. It was like, they're just sensing everything that's flying around and stuff like that. And
Probably nature.
it's something that I would have read about but never actually seen, I would like to think. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that I want to see because it's described as being very pretty, despite being ridiculously dangerous. So it's like a bit of frustration. Like, I just wish that this thing would. And then it comes. And then there's the Eureka moment of.
Do you scream?
Yes, I'm very loud
Okay,
about it.
so Quinn, Fernando, you're already up, but Slate, can you roll me a con check?
A
I
one
guess.
con.
Do you want me to roll a d20 for Sarah, I guess?
Yes, please. Thank you for reminding me. Who's
That's
probably
just-
going to be crying when she wakes up to screaming.
Yeah.
'Cause that's not exactly.
That's
No.
fine because that's good. Oh no, hold on.
Sleep all the 24.
I'm sorry. Do you want Quinn to do something, or Quinn's asleep?
Yes, con check. You ain't sleeping
Con
yet.
save, a con save. Do
Check.
you want?
Check.
I'll throw a reroll on that for funsies.
Today we learned that Slate can sleep through anything because I'm standing right next to her. I'm sleeping.
This is
That's
not-
better after the reroll.
Like,
This is, so you use a reroll?
Yeah, I burned one of my rerolls, yes.
Why would you? Oh, okay.
Because I like the option of
Torment.
a 16 over a 2.
Got it. Got it.
I got it. I will.
shake
Sorry.
Hold on.
Sleeves.
Sorry. I'm re-rolling as well.
Okay, so hold on. So we've got a reroll from Fernandra for Sarah, and you got a what?
16.
16. Got it. So Sarah is awake. Okay, so let me go on. So
I'm shaking sleep
Oh,
as they're not
fuck,
waking
that was
up.
so close. I have to do it again.
so you're doing a reroll for Quinn. Is that correct?
I'm burning 2 re-rolls,
2 rerolls.
so I'm down to 0.
Now down to 0 rerolls.
Wait a minute, you got
Aw.
a 3.
Yeah, that's done.
I already burned through them.
Yep.
That's better. 20. Dirty.
Yep, you wake up.
I wake.
So
I don't want to
Slate-
wake up. Wait a minute. I don't want to wake up.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you don't wake up. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, I
that's
was
it.
like, I was like, I don't.
Slate. Yes.
I need the rest, bitch. Jesus.
Slate, you're being shaken.
all right. I'm awake, hopefully.
Nope. Roll me con.
I did.
We
24.
did. 24.
Report. Yeah. So no, you're asleep.
Oh, well, honk shoeing.
When he didn't wake up, then I started shaking him. Like, look up, like, come see this thing. Like,
Ugh. Ugh.
I mean, I believe
thing
he
of them.
rolled low
I could-
enough. Hold on.
I could give myself a disadvantage. How about that?
The only one who technically would have guaranteed to wake up is Sarah and Quinn, and then they re-rolled and made sure that they didn't.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I'm missing celestial bodies, I guess.
Boy, if I could do that every night, that would be
Yeah.
Just
Go to
right?
wake up,
Yeah.
just be like, I want to re-roll this.
I would like to go back to sleep again.
That's called the
I
snooze
remember
button.
this whole thing.
Fucking
no,
real.
you still wake up.
I can't use the snooze button. I would end up 3 hours later.
Like
Fucking
me?
real.
Yeah, don't be like me, buddy.
Yeah, for real. Fucking real. Alright. So. Slate, do you want to re-roll it or are you just going to sleep through it? Because Slate.
I'm gonna do this. I'll do disadvantage on myself to wake up. Let's
Okay.
see what happens. Let's see what happens, gang. Constitution disadvantage. Click on that. Click on that.
You can subtract a d4 as well.
What?
Subtract
Oh,
the d4. Oh, Jesus.
Vicious.
Yes, you can.
Huh.
Wanted to make sure I heard that correctly.
You heard
I
them.
get to choose on Ben Luck.
9.
Oh, you guys are always getting 4s. I appreciate it.
Thank you for
Mhm.
throwing them out.
No problem.
I would
Yes,
like
he
to
wants
also
what he
say
wants.
that the thing is on the ground, like it's been tossed away.
You do wake up,
So
but
What's,
it's only after things have gotten real bad. So there was like a small, and then you wake up to, because I believe you tried to wake Slate up once, and then you tried again, and now you've gotten. That's where the disadvantage roll came in. So the
what's
shaking-
going on? What's going on? And I grab my axe. What's going on?
He is still down, like in this little squat next to and she's like, "There's ghosts. Can't you see them?"
And I rush
And it's-
outside.
Yeah.
And I look for the ghosts. What do I see? I assume like above the celestial bodies that are above me.
You see the like it's like a little ball of energy that floats almost like in a fiery smoke-like fashion.
Whoa. Like in front of us in the campsite?
Not directly in the campsite. They're to the they're-
Outside the sphere.
Yes.
They're outside of the sphere.
But it's not like above us, it's like on the
Yes.
ground.
Yep.
Oh,
All around. Yep.
no, it's all around
Oh,
the
the
boat.
shell. Like you can see the shape.
Okay.
of it.
Sleep.
You
Seeing
also
this- okay.
feel a tie, but you feel it like the energy flutter around you, just like Erm would, because of
Okay.
your deity's domain.
Connection.
Yeah.
All right. First things first. Slate will look around at the wonder and then just realize, hey, maybe this gift is pretty good for something. Let's see if we could do this right.
Oh,
And for the next 10 minutes, Slate will take out some powdered silver. And you know what? Would that work? No, it's such a corpse for that one. That's atonement. Nah, I'm not gonna cast no ritual spell. Never mind. What I will do is I will use my divine sense to, I guess, view who they are. My eyes go a paler green as I look up at these souls, and I'm gonna. And Saito, you could say flavor or not, but I would love the idea of Slate using divine sense to see the soul's previous form before losing their physical form.
I'll grant that.
Yeah. And I'll just take a look at the body, the other people of Dra'ih and Sando, and just see, see the path that they're going.
Do you see these?
Okay.
You see these Yuanti that are moving about.
Okay.
They seem to be dressed like warriors.
Interesting.
However, you do remember a little bit of what Sarah and Fernandra explained of this area. This was an area where great battle was done against the race of Gorgons that the queen of Sandos, as well as Melissa's lineage, came from, as they are seen to be a huge fight before they escaped with their lives. Very few had that opportunity. There are a few souls mixed in of this ancient race of people. And it's funny how they mingle with each other because of how long they've been dead for, almost forgetting the battle has even happened or why they were fighting. If you have divine sense as well, you would also get that Erm. If you have divine sense.
I do.
What does Erm do?
Oh, Erm? Erm,
Do you?
do you have the paladin ability, divine sense? Only clerics get that.
No.
But
no.
yeah.
Just triple
Nope.
checking. Just triple checking. I don't know how these min-maxes happen. So, no, you don't got it. You know. So, hello, Diesel Shot. Thank you so much for the raid. We're being commandeered by Seth Crew 7. Sit on down. We're in some sad memories and hostile times. Oh my god.
You know-
Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 27 months. It has been so long and such wonderful times. Your captain appreciates you.
Diesel Shot, I would shout you out, but we don't have shout outs working yet.
It's his
So
fault.
shout out to Diesel Shot.
It's his fault.
Shot, shot.
Shot, shot.
Shotty, shot, shot.
That sounds awful to say it like
You do
that.
I
slash
know.
shout out.
I know.
Appreciate.
I'm making an excuse.
Anyway, if
Yes, I'll
if you don't
do
know
it.
about,
I guess I'll just do it.
okay. Anyway, you have plenty of time. You're sleeping. So Slate, you can explain this this to the other people we've seen, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think seeing these souls and their once physical, corporeal selves, if Fernandra and Sarah, I will explain to them what I'm seeing and how.
It's like Sarah's asleep, I think, right?
Possibly.
Oh,
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Finn, if you're up, I will tell you
Mhm.
what I see, and
Um, curiosity. Can I try to use um phan- phantasmal force to like create an illusion that so that Arm could see the souls?
Or I've been seeing.
Oh wait, Arm. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. For some reason, I thought you still. Okay, never mind.
Don't know. Yeah. So Erm can still can see them, but Slate's the only
Okay.
one who can see like the
Yeah. Never mind.
images,
Never mind.
a little bit of extra images. So if,
Never mind. My bad. For some reason. Okay.
yep, you're good. So Slate, you describe that, or what do you do?
Yeah, like I said, just describing what I'm seeing and the people I'm seeing and like the ancient souls and all that. Just all that and more. And if I could,
Mm-hmm.
I reach out to touch one to see what happens.
Roll me a
And
wisdom
as he,
saving
d-
throw.
as
Oh.
just as,
Oh,
as
no.
he was doing that, I would say, but why are they still here? And
Wisdom saving throw, you say, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Boop them on the nose.
That's a 5.
Oh.
Slate hits the ground.
Oh no.
Irma rushes over. Tries to catch you, but all of a sudden that doesn't do.
Just no.
Like I fall with you. Wait, I've already good strength modifier. That's creepy. But
Okay.
no,
I
I
don't.
fall with you. I fall with you.
Do you touch a soul from one of the Lantes or one of the
The ancient races.
the ancient race? Okay, just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
So as you take
I
one
was
of
more
the
intrigued.
yes, so you touch one of the Gorgon, the ancient race. You feel yourself pull as if to be dropped in their memories, in their place. As you sit down, and their memory, being that it's so old, it's mixing with your own knowledge, which makes it confusing. Something that Fernandra and Tia experienced. So because it's mixing, they're coloring some of like people you know into the memory of what they've experienced. So you see them sitting confused as their mother scolds them and wraps a blindfold over their eye and shouts. And you remember your mother. And you hear, "You're an Earth Genasi. You shouldn't be playing in the water. It's dangerous. Don't you understand that? You could hurt people. Don't you? We have a certain expectation. We are not the same as anyone else. And I'm so sorry. Am I upsetting you? We have a certain expectation to hold. You should be playing safe. What if the other elementals find out that you're doing this? God forbid the water elementals find out. They will not be as forgiving as you think.
Now, am I seeing this as if it's my memory?
Correct. And it's like I said, it's slightly colored into your view because of it has so many spots missing. So because you're merging with that soul,
it's kind of like attaching elements from my memory.
Exactly. So it's blending that. So that's what makes it hard. Because you know that and you can sense that, it's easier to somewhat pick apart some of that stuff. But if you were someone else, it could be hard to figure out and decipher what even then, it could be hard to just figure out what decipher is actually happened to the soul and what's not happened to the soul.
Gotcha. Okay.
So as your mother, the Genasi, the Earth Genasi, turns around, ties you real tight with the blindfold, and says, "If you do that again, your father will gladly offer you up to the water elements. Remember that."
Understood.
And the
Interesting.
Mad King of the water elements chooses to spill the earth element's blood as a warning to grow strength. Do not be one that is chosen because of your father's anger. And then you get jolted out.
Am I on the ground?
Yes.
I like immediately bolt up.
Are you okay,
hit my
Slate?
forehead. So I was leaning
Ow!
over you.
Ow! Oof.
Of course, of course.
Rude!
A second dented forehead for the day.
I'm still sore from headbutting Quinn.
Serves are right.
Oh God, what happened?
You passed out after touching one of the souls.
I should know better.
I mean, I've done it before.
Before
I've
what?
grabbed I've grabbed souls before.
Yeah, yeah, you're not supposed to. That's like rule number one. Don't touch weird things. Don't touch
Well, it wasn't weird. They're
dead
just.
things.
Those are Gorgon souls. And then I point to like some of the other. Those are Yanti souls. This is where their resting place is, unfortunately. And I think about the memory. I'm like, and it must have been hard for them. And I look towards Erm and say, I promise I won't touch anymore, but yeah, that was eye-opening.
I mean, I guess there were the statues that we came in, remember?
True.
That could have been any of them.
Very true. Huh. And I'll turn to Fernandra and ask, what do you know about, I guess, Gorgons and how they are treated? I mean, besides, I guess what we already know from what we kind of got gleamed.
I mean, anything that's not pure snake is kind of seen as
Taboo.
unwanted and taboo, and yeah. That's why purebloods are taught to be these emotionless, disposable warriors per se.
Hmm.
We go and do all the dirty, and if something goes wrong, it's us that has to figure it out, not them. And quite frankly, the king doesn't really care whether we live or die. We're just numbers.
I got that from that memory. At least a parent's point of view of that memory. It's sad. Wish I could have shared it with you all. I think I'm gonna to go back to bed.
I'm curious. I want to stay within the bubble, but like go up to some of them and I guess just be like,
Just imagine Urmson come around slapping people's hands here in a minute.
So,
not touch, no touchy, but like
okay.
try to walk up to some of them and uh maybe try to like I guess like say to them like the war is over and like maybe try to I guess like you would for like a soldier that's been fighting a war for so long that they don't know that the war is over.
So you walk up and talk to one of the souls
Mhm.
and say, "The war
Like
is over."
yeah, like try yeah. The war is over, like you fought well and you can rest now.
How close do you get to it? I
Um
like how Gabby starts
Should be the
squinting
rest
right
question.
afterward.
And
Gabby's it's the immediate squinting right afterwards. Yes, answer her. How close
Um,
are you?
I guess like 5 or 10 like within the range like barely within the range of the bubble. So probably like maybe 5-10 feet.
So, 5 and 10 feet is quite a difference. Are we-
Okay, we'll say 5 feet. There.
So you're in 5 feet of this creature.
Yes.
So
Yes,
that's-
within like a
so that's
walking tile kind of.
Yeah, so that's very short range. So that means so you could reach out and effectively touch this creature if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll me a Arcana.
Okay. What does a 15 sound like?
15 sounds good. You're trying to speak over different planes to reach something that is caught in its own prison itself. As you
I was just thinking, T can give you a boost if you want.
as you speak to
I was
it,
like, that's up to Tia.
Oh, you're muted. T.
You can talk to a couple of them, depending on their distribution.
Anyway.
as you speak to it,
Mm-hmm.
you see it start to, instead of moving at a general pace it did, it starts to shift a little bit and move as if to move closer to you. How close do you allow it to get?
Does it seem like does it seem like an aggressive move or just like
It's really hard to tell
okay.
with souls, being that they don't have any appendages or eyes of sorts. Now, if you were if you could sense the emotion through the domain, you may be able to sense that. But by its movement alone, I mean, slowly walking up to someone could be sexual. It could be threatening. It could be confused. Like, there's many reasons that you slowly walk
Yeah,
up to
yeah.
someone.
If we can
Do
fuck
I
a ghost,
pick
I'm
up on
waking
the
up.
emotion?
Hey, you stay out of this.
I
This
didn't
is
know
fine.
that.
You go back to it.
Fine.
Do I pick up on the emotion?
Huh? Well, you can get close, yeah. But I'm just curious if he backs off first.
No.
You do not back off. Okay, do you move up
No.
closer?
I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think like the second that I saw, like approaching, the spirits and stuff like that, it would have been like, okay, we have a next one. We have a next one on our hands, like right there, in case of anything.
Okay. You do sense the soul has a deep confusion at first with you're not sure if the words, or maybe it's the words themselves that cause confusion, or maybe the words didn't come through completely. You have to understand that these souls have been stuck in a repetitive nature, and because they're so old, there's a lot of gaps to their memories on why they're there. So with Fernandra saying that, there could be any reason why this confusion happens. However, the confusion is evolving. And with most time, with confusion, frustration is starting to boil. Do you do anything, or you're just, you're quiet,
No,
so
I was
I'm
thinking.
allowing
I
the
was
moment.
thinking. I was thinking. I think I was trying to piggyback. You know, you could move on. You could actually rest now. We don't need to wander around in this pretty dismal place. We could let go.
Roll me an Arcana.
I'm so good at this. This is exactly why I chose to be a cleric, because I wanted to make these moves.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good roll.
That is a good roll.
It's a +1 to
Oh,
17.
still set. I mean,
Yeah.
so you do, because you're trying, once again, you're trying to speak over, like, through a different plane to reach this soul. And you start to feel this frustration now it's starting to build faster with your words. You don't know what direction the soul is looking, because it's slowly shifting as a almost ghostly, like, smoke about it in its spherical form. So as it's constantly shifting, I need a dexterity saving throw. If you'd like to, you can roll me an athletics to get away. Sorry, not dexterity. You can roll me an athletics to get away. First, Fernandra, it is charging you. Quinn wakes up and says, I put up this bubble so that way that we wouldn't have no trouble. Then you just invite trouble into the bubble. What the fuck's the point in putting up the bubble?
Not waking up for this shit. You're on your own.
A whole lot of this ain't my problem.
I think we should touch
Alright.
this one.
Pride.
You said athletics to try to get away?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this ain't gonna go very well.
We love a non.
Oh, 14. Okay.
Non-dexterous.
I mean, athletics is strength.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You got me.
It was like if it was dex, I would have it 100%. Let's go.
You're right. All right.
For me too, it just.
Oh, yeah, it misses you. It misses you, but you know it's after you. It's pretty obvious now. You're not. You know it's trying to touch you.
Let's see here.
I touch it.
Huh!
Oh, jeezums.
Huh! Huh! Do you touch
No,
it,
I
like,
want to know
do you, like, touch
what
it
is
to
this
grab
frustration.
it, or do you, like, try to, like, tell me how you go about it?
It's more like I reach out to it.
Like I reach out and
Like I
Do you
reach out
touch
to
the
it.
buzzing beehive?
I gently cup. What's the?
I'm close to it. I would like to assume, right? I don't know if I was standing somewhere right in the vicinity,
No, you're
but
good.
I reach out and I give it the option to approach. But I want to understand, what is this frustration? What are we frustrated about?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw as you touch it.
I had one job. Wisdom saving +9. +9?
No, you don't get a +9.
So what's that right there?
Saito, did Erm's wisdom kick up because of the covering?
No.
Well, what it says right there in the saving throw section, +9.
Yeah, spell attack bonus.
Hmm.
Spell attack bonus.
Yeah.
Saving throw.
You made the character, Rishi.
Oh, no, I don't remember it. That was quite a while ago, and I gave it to somebody who I thought was just fine.
And it's saving proficiency with wisdom saving throws.
Oh, okay. You're against being charmed, and your saving throw proficiency is +9 for wisdom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you were
19.
reading. I thought you were reading like the regular plus. No, yeah. Erm's got an 18 wisdom.
So,
And it's proficient.
19.
Proficiency. Yeah.
19, your body rejects the soul.
Yeah? No, wait, I'll need to see. Never mind. Damn.
I mean,
I apologize to it.
you're like, I actually
I
don't want to
just-
know. I actually don't
No,
want to
like,
know.
I really wanted to know. I wish you could have shown me what's wrong.
I mean, you can fail a throw if you want to. You can actively.
Oh, I
fail
could
a throw.
play. I would actively fail.
So you can go out to touch it again and accept a fail. It's just the degrees. Of how
I
you
let it
fail.
come back if it wants to. I let it come back if it wants.
It's going after Fenandra.
Then it goes. Like I give it a choice. Like I wanna understand you. If you wanna attack
Okay.
Fenandra, that's your business.
I mean,
I can't argue with that.
attack,
Probably a
communicate.
Gorgon.
What do you? I mean, what's the difference? I want to need you, especially you, to roll me another athletics check, because it is coming after you.
Okay.
It is like a little fly in now your bubble.
I have an 8.
That is
Who
not
let a
good.
fly in the house? Who let a fly in the
Who
house?
let us?
Who let a fly in this bubble?
All right, roll me a wisdom saving throw as it touches you.
I'm so astutely.
It's touching me.
Oh, 18.
Rejects it.
I tried to catch it.
No.
But we have to get it back outside anyway,
No.
right?
We gotta put it back out before Quinn notices.
I see.
Actually-
ISIS sent their best.
Hold on.
We're going to grab it.
And
You
they
see-
wonder why,
Hold on.
why humans don't live that long.
Shut up.
You
Shut your elven
That was really
mouth
above
right
board.
there.
I
Yeah.
I'm not getting involved in this.
roll
I'm just
me
standing back and
Erm
wonder.
or Fenandra, roll me a d4.
Ooh.
Whichever one. All right. That's actually probably pretty good. Not for
I like that smile.
not for some people, but it's pretty good. All right.
Oh no.
Tia,
Yes, ma'am.
it's coming after you now
Oh, why?
because it's angry and it's in the bubble now, and it want for whatever everyone keeps rejecting it.
Oh.
But I'm trying to accept it.
Now
It's just see just running
You
behind this
started
thing.
this.
No, I started this.
I mean, Tia's been through this, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, she's reasonably afraid.
You remember it was a really, really bad vision, and there's a good chance you may have a really bad memory again. It's not a
Yeah, I mean, this is this is a battle scene. Yeah. Yeah, Tia's gonna ask for a charisma save.
okay.
I don't know if you can banish a ghost, but we're gonna find out. Okay, that doesn't make it.
No.
Just in case you're wondering.
So, tell us what you're doing, Tia.
Oh, so this thing starts like coming at her, and she's just like, "Oh no, 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 no!" And does the thing with the curtain, and she backs up a little with delicate little steps. You know, but she's still squatting, so it's this very like weird motion in her Sandoz clothing. You know, it's like a praying mantis or something, like except with purple hair. You know.
I'm just picturing Edna, like the Edna TikTok person.
What was that?
You
You know Edna
well, so as you
from Incredibles.
oh, I guess yes,
Oh.
Edna. So as you
Yep.
as you see this curtain wrap around and go up,
Uh-huh.
the feeling and this connection you had with this spirit or this little spirit or soul dissipates, and you have this like almost brief moment of like breathlessness as it's lost.
So I was like, what happened? Where did it go? Where is it?
I'm sorry, I can't do that again.
Where is it?
Somewhere. I can bring it back, but you'll have to do something about it.
Well, I'm trying to. It's not. It's just.
I trust
Like,
you
I
if you
get
can do
feeling-
something.
Did I get the feeling that it wanted someone? Is it like angry, or did it actually want someone to accept it?
It's gonna be unpleasant. I've been through
I
this.
mean,
It's gonna be
I can always go through one of these again. I've been through it before.
So I expect it to be unpleasant.
All right. Are you ready?
No, but go ahead.
And the Tia will release the banishment.
As you release banishment, we will hold off there.
No.
Like all
Me who
good,
needs to wake up early in the morning.
as all good stories, we must hold for a good cliffhanger. Please come back and watch the rest for the next time.
Next time on Isles of Dra'ih.
Next time.
We get long rest.
No, some of you were woken up. I'm sorry. That's not my problem.
Yes.
Some of us
Hey,
have
look,
been
we
through this
camped on the
before.
sidewalk 2
So
days
Quinn
ago,
gets a long rest.
and Tia did not get a long rest
So this is revenge. This is what I'm hearing.
because people came along when she was about to meditate.
This is revenge sleep.
I've been sleeping. I'm not even.
Nice try. Nice try. No, you're not. You're chasing a soul around.
But I was sleeping before.
Yeah, well, that doesn't work
Were.
like that. I hate to tell you this. Were sleeping. You were sleeping. And now you're not sleeping anymore. Alright.
Trying to get some bad dreams.
You're about to get some more
Yeah,
bad dreams.
I have the trance too, right?
No, you're human. You have to sleep 8 hours.
No,
She's an elf.
I'm a half
isn't
elf.
it-
I know. I
Yeah.
just was fucking with you. It makes you, just move things along.
Well,
Must
wait
have
a
left
minute.
5 hours.
Whoa, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. You're half elf? I thought you were full
No,
elf.
I mixed it up.
Okay.
It's a what else? I'm a
Oh
cactus.
no, not another one.
Oh, I was
Never
gonna.
near the end of it.
I
Not
was-
another half
well,
elf.
No, I was gonna be like, that's gonna be a real awkward conversation with Tia later. I'm like, I'm actually a half elf. I'm like, oh. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, dear. Sorry to hear that. All right, let's go around the table. Let everyone introduce themselves where we can find them and what their favorite part of this session was. We're gonna go the opposite way around, so that means Gabby, start us off. Tell us about yourself, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of the session was.
But man, it's fun. Now I didn't get time to think about what my favorite part of the session was. Okay, so hi, I'm Gabby. You can find me here on Mondays and nowhere else.
She is a
Favorite part. Blah, blah, blah. I think it's the moment where I was trying to rule, but like the moment where everyone was like, okay, we have to get this. This shit has to happen. take the hero, take the advantage, take the default. It has to happen. That was the move. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Um, I think I I like the little cozy fire moment, by the fire there. Um, well, they won't watch, but I was cat reasons. But I think it's a nice little picture in my mind. So yeah, that's just.
Cozy little fire moments are necessary for any D&D. And I like fire stories. I was a little sad that some of the fire stories were not pleasant, but I can't wait to see what fire story that has to deal with, because I will remind that Fenandra reached out to one of the Yuanti soldiers. Not one of the ancient ones.
Oh, is that what I ended up reaching out to? Okay.
Yes. And was like,
Thanks, Philandra.
Well, Fernando can
Reach
see.
out,
everywhere.
I'll be there to slit your throat at night.
there might be some things that you are not going to be happy to see.
Auntie there,
You know,
you're ancient
since Sarah can't
fucking
see, like if
right.
we do kill Philandra, like how long would it take her to move?
What?
Do what?
I didn't
Just
hear it.
saying.
I actually didn't hear it.
Yeah, I didn't fully
it.
hear all that. I heard Sarah, and that was about it.
No, like Sarah can't see, right? So like if we, did slit his throat, how long would it take for her to notice?
If you slit Fenandra's
If you s-
throat, how long would it
Oh,
take
lovely.
for Sarah to notice that Fenandra's throat is slit? Probably when she wakes up and asks for Fenandra and Fenandra doesn't respond back. She's probably going to assume death unless someone says, "Oh, he went out to get milk." Oh, I remember last time he went out and got milk and
Or
never
wood.
came
He
back.
went out to
Or-
collect wood.
Yeah,
He
he
was
went
so
out for a
good at that
pack of
last time.
smokes. He'll be right back.
So, I mean, it would take time, but the thing is, I don't know if Tia would let you get away with that. Literally, Tia already isn't too fond of lying. So,
I mean, yeah. He serves a reasonably important role in
I was
helping
talking,
to get this woman where she needs to be.
Oh no, I was just asking.
well, I was talking
Oh,
about
That
the
was
wait,
lying
my
it's
on
funny.
genuine
top of it.
question. Like, how long would it take her to notice?
Yeah, the lying to protect her from being hurt
Yeah,
after we just had that conversation.
yeah, I don't know if Tia would be okay with that. That's what I was saying. Like,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
she-
This
be
time
aware
we
of the scheme that
actually
goes
have
on.
to lie,
Yeah.
This time we actually need to.
that's gonna be a conversation you'll have to have with Tia when
Yes.
lies are acceptable and when they're not acceptable.
Oh, yeah, because there's plenty of times when they're acceptable.
Yes.
But when you're treating an adult like a child, they're not acceptable.
So would it be
Yeah,
sheltering?
but like she lost enough
Moving
people, and I
on.
think
Moving on.
Moving on.
Go on.
Boo. Anyways, that is true because it's getting late. Slick Click, tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you and your favorite part of the session was.
I'm Slick Click. You can find me here Mondays playing Fenandra. My favorite part was the whole stuff with the souls and then all the campfire talk and stuff. And the hearing, well, out of character hearing about with Tia and them.
Fair enough. All right. Agreed. All right, Anaki, tell us a little about
Yo.
yourself, where we can find you and your favorite part of the session was.
Nikki Tony, you can find me on the Twitch under that handle. Maybe Blue Sky as well. Favorite part of tonight's session.
I don't know why I thought you said pornography for a minute there.
It sounded like that's where that was
Hey,
Yeah, I
going.
think as what he said, he's kind of tired.
Yeah,
He's
sorry.
kind of like through tired lips.
Sorry, my favorite is
I'm pornography. My favorite pornography I can't talk about here.
TOS. Anyway. Favorite
We
part of
don't
tonight's
kink
session,
shame
just
here.
yeah, but you
No,
know,
Twitch will.
yeah.
Damn you,
Just-
Twitch, and your kink shaming.
Our little campfire chats were really, our fireside chats were really fun. And I like good time overall. Thank you, gang.
Fair enough. Sparrow, tell us a little about yourself, where we can find you, what your favorite part of the session was.
Yes, I'm Sparrow. You can find me here. You can also find me here on Friday. That'd be great. And my favorite part of tonight, I think it was when Gabby decided that Erm would see these souls. And all right, this is a good time to take the headdress off. Good for you. This is a good time to take that headdress off. I loved it. The timing was spectacular. I really liked that. I liked sharing a previous experience with the other characters and just sort of being able to stand back and be like, no, this was fucked up. I don't want to do this again. It's pretty over there, you know? And then letting other people take care of it, you know? This is what it means to be in a position of power. You should sort of just let other people know when you need them to take care of it for you.
I can't imagine the level of upsetness that Tia would come back to after experiencing mixtured memories from a soldier of a Yuan-Ti after what Tia's been through.
Oh,
I mean,
Jesus.
Tia has done some vicious things, but she did them for damn good reasons, and they were effective propaganda to not fuck with her again. You know? But it's not into random cruelty or cruelty for other people's causes.
Understandable. All right, Rishi, tell us about yourself, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of the session was.
Appreciate stuff. My favorite part of the session was being able to get a long rest.
Ha! I love that you rolled to make sure of that. That was my favorite.
Indeed. That was my favorite.
You were like, nah, I'm not waking up.
Been through this before. Leave me in this cell. Because I'm the spell casting tank of this group. I need a long rest, and this is the only way we're going to get around the rules, okay?
Yeah.
And fade to black.
All right. Kat, tell us about yourself, where we can find you, what your favorite part of the session was.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, I didn't hear. You said it really fast. I think my favorite part was the little chat with Quinn and Slade and I. That was like, you know, it was just an interesting opportunity for us to all talk, and I like the way Quinn kind of, I don't know, just like pulled some you know, conversation out of us about, you know, about how things, I don't know, I just thought it went really well. So it was interesting. It was kind of fun to clarify everybody's goals and you know, that we weren't really trying to like interfere with him, you know, in fact maybe even support him and understand, you know, if this is the way he wants to go out, then
Something else in there. I'll find it.
I did think it was very interesting that he did bring up the forest thing again, and I don't know if Leif quite knew how much it had damaged Quinn, but he wasn't going to, like, you know, cop to it on the spot there. So
I enjoyed that Quinn brought it up and had no idea what was going to happen.
absolutely.
I was like, oh, Quinn is...
I thought he left it out there, and like maybe, you know, Leif was gonna like be like, well, you know about those trees.
They were pretty awful, actually.
They were pretty awful, and they were fucking with Tia, and it just needed to get sorted out, and that was the price. Yeah. I didn't seem like a good time to bring that up. He's had a rough night.
When you're king, you'll be making those decisions all the time.
You're gonna have to just make decisions that are in the interest of the greater good.
And you're on.
And you're on.
Hello, my name is
Oh.
Milady Saito, where you can catch us here. We play tabletop games on Mondays, Wednesdays, and here pretty soon every other Friday, which is going to be Rogue Nebula. Rogue Nebula debuts this Friday, which is a Scum and Villainy game of scum and villainy, which is
I was gonna
space
say of scum and villainy.
It's scum and
Space-
villainy. It's Scott,
space
scum and
piracy.
Scott villainy.
Space piracy. I'm super excited about it. There's going to be some stuff coming to the channel as it's going to go through a big evolution here pretty soon. There's new stuff that are coming, as well as more opportunities are going to be opening up, and more games are going to be. This channel's going to be a little bit more live than it used to be, because things happen. But I'm super excited because that means, yay! More stuff and more stream, more tables, all the positives. Definitely check us out. That also means, before I forget, tomorrow is Tune In Tuesday. We're going to be watching another episode of the Traders. If you're not a part of the Discord, you should be part of the Discord, where we get together, get cozy, and watch something together. Why not do it? Just be cool. Be a part of it. Another thing is, if you're not aware, we also do a game night. The game night is this Saturday. So it's where we play a game, and I believe it's Among Us that was chosen this month for, I wonder why, for Traders. We're watching Traders, and people want to play Among Us. You can play Among Us literally off your phone and play with us. Everyone is welcome. Dark Aardvark is very confident that she's going to die first. Why not make that a positive thing?
Now we'll just kill Saito
Why
first.
not help her accomplish her goals?
How?
Of being in the gossip pool in the back of the chat. Because there's a dead chat. There is a dead chat.
Oh, and the gossip pool is quite good. It is
You just
quite
can't
good.
swear in it.
Listen, I swear wherever I want. I just put weird spaces in between it. So if I say motherfucker, it's gonna be M space F space R. You will know. You will know what I mean. Thank you so much for coming out. Your captain appreciates you. The bits, donations, all of that goes to the channel. And I will make sure that Sparrow gets his spins at the top of the next episode. So don't worry, I have them written down for you. Safe sails. As always, I appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye bye.